Rooftop Sports welcomes you to a special presentation of the National Football League. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Monday Night Football. Here is the Rooftop Sports as we are doing our usual Monday Night Football. Waiting for my buddy Epic C Films to show up as he is not here at this moment because I accidentally used the wrong link for him. So hopefully he gets on there and hopefully he did see my message. And yep, let's hope he gets it. And right now we've got the Green Bay Packers against the New York Giants. Now, why do I even care about this game? Because there's someone named A.J. Dillon, the running back of the Green Bay Packers. I need him to score very well because one of my friends does play against the Epic C Films, and if he does even anything, that will help me win. Anyways, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification. And also consider making a donation to help grow this channel as well. It could be $1, could be as many as you want or as many as I would like. And hopefully, yeah, let's get this channel going. Now I got to call the Epic C Films to get on my channel. As we are getting ready for the Green Bay Packers game against the New York Giants. Packers are obviously favored to win. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Wrong link. It was a different one. Go to the one I just sent you on Discord.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Yeah, he wasn't noticed, but he'll be there in just moments time. Yep, we got Jordan Love, who I probably should have started for Monday Night Football because what's his name? Justin Herbert is not looking too good right now. He is injured. So my playoff hopes don't look so good to make it to the next championship level. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, C Films, if you didn't notice, I accidentally did the Seahawks-Eagles game for next week. So how embarrassing, right? Yep, had a little bit of a miscue on that. And we have 2 viewers so far. So if you guys could hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification. So let's get it going.
Okay.
And I think another thing I can try to do is I'm going to try to put the screen of the fantasy. Oh wait, I don't think I can share 2 screens at the same time. Dang. Wait, can I do multiples? I'm going to see if I can do multiple. Nope. It won't let me do multiple screens. Doesn't that suck? If only I could. But yeah, how are you doing, C Films, and how do you feel about that Seahawks loss?
It is what it is. You know, I think we've had 3 of our 7 losses this year have been pretty tough. Have been like we lost by just a little bit. It's kind of been tough. I think 4 of our losses were legit losses and stuff like that. I think our defense needs to improve. I think that's our biggest problem is we need to have a better defensive coordinator. So I think if we had better defense, our team would basically be better overall. I think we've had a couple of stumbles this year that we could have cleaned up if it wasn't for our defense. I think is our main problem.
No. Do you know what we really need to do? We just need a tank to get a better draft pick. That's what we need to do.
No, the Seahawks will never tank because that's not Pete Carroll's mindset. And that's
well, it better be.
Mindset.
But hey, did Colts fans care about tanking morals when they got Peyton Manning? No, they moved on and appreciated getting. And they thanked them for that tanking season. So it's worth it. Just like Cavaliers, they tanked for LeBron James and Kyrie Irving.
But the thing about it is in the NBA and in some leagues, football hasn't done this yet, but a lot of leagues are moving to the lottery system where if you're the worst draft pick, if you have the worst record, you don't get the best draft pick all the time because of how they weight things. In football, I think it's like you automatically get the worst draft pick if you're the worst team. And is that really fair? You know?
Yeah, fair. Because you...
Isn't that taking away the integrity of the game?
The worst team. How are you going to work without a number 1 pick?
Yeah, but the thing about it is I think the way that the league goes and the way things are going in the full is like you want your league to be competitive and stuff like that. And you want your teams to be competitive, and having coaches like Pete Carroll make teams competitive.
Competitive, huh?
Yes.
Hey, is my picture lagging in your perspective?
Yes. Mhm.
Really? Looks like my internet might be a bit garbage. Who knows? Well, they're gonna have to deal with it at this. Here, I'm gonna check on my end and see if it's bad or anything.
Okay.
Boy, we got the game. It looks like the game is about to start. So hopefully, well, I guess I'm cheering for the Giants because of playoff implications for the Seahawks. Who knows?
Yes.
Oh wow, mine is really lagging. Yeah, really bad. And we are underway with the kickoff. And here is the kick return man. He is going out and he's going, and he really probably should have took the knee instead. And also, that kickoff was brought to you by Modern Exterior Solutions. Modern Exterior Solutions. If you would like your siding upgraded or any kind of exterior painting done, go ahead and do that. And call that number. Yep, I am definitely lagging. Yep, it is definitely still lagging. That's for sure. Now we got Jordan Love. He is on the job. He is the quarterback taking over for Aaron Rodgers. And interestingly, this is the field where Aaron Rodgers did get hurt, as he does play MetLife Stadium as well, since he is the member of the New York Jets. And now here is the first snap, and he can stop to number 11, and he is going to run, and that's going to be at least a few yards. Not going to be the first down. Also, this is PD Master. He is going up against you in fantasy football. He's your opponent. But I do think you should care, though. I think you should care more than what you don't, in my opinion. And how's the screen? Is it getting any better?
No, you're still lagging.
I'm still lagging? Damn.
But the reason why I don't care that much is that fantasy sports are just something I do for fun and stuff like that. Like, I don't make it a huge part of my life as other people do. You know, it's
We've got a second and 5 man in motion, and here is Dylan going for the run, and he breaks through, and that's going to be at least a few yards. And Epic C Films, if I were you, I'd be a little scared if I were you.
See, because if I win or I lose, it doesn't matter. If I make the playoffs or don't make the playoffs, it doesn't matter to me.
You really don't care that much at all, do you?
Yeah. What I care more about is the Giants. I would rather lose fantasy and have the Giants win than win my fantasy and have the Giants lose.
Really?
Yes, that's how much I care about the Giants winning over me winning fantasy.
Going for pass, and he gets it to his tight end, and that's not going to be a first down, but it is going to be a second down and short.
Because I care more about my Seahawks winning than about me winning fantasy.
No, if put it this way, if my fantasy team was dependent on the Seahawks losing and it was my championship game, I'll go for my championship. Is that dark?
Yeah, and you froze on that. You're lagging a lot.
Am I lagging? Yeah, we got 2nd and 3 so far. That's why it's making it unwatchable. Wonder what's wrong with my connection. And it's we got a flag going on. Wonder if I should. I did turn off my Wi-Fi already.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Maybe because I have too many devices, or I don't know. Got Judah Westcott saying, "Let's go Giants." All I'm saying is, go Pack, go for my fantasy team. Man. Jordan Love, he's at 2nd and 8. Oh, we got a jump right there. That should be a flag. Free play. Nope, that should be neutral zone infraction, or is that a false start? I guess we'll see. And guys on the audience, please let me know if it gets any better on my end. Wow, mine is like very laggy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still lagging, isn't it? And I'm using like the best camera, and this is pretty bad.
Do you need to reset your internet connection?
I don't know.
Because sometimes it's what happens to me. I have to reset my internet connection and it works fine again.
Who knows what it is?
Mm-hmm.
And now here's Jordan Love working on a 2nd and 3. And here is the pass, and that is incomplete.
Yes.
It was a drop and a miss pass by Jordan Love. No, I'm not restarting the live. But I'm going to check out and see what my internet is all about on my Eero. Of course, it picks the time to be like this. Oh, but if I'm at work, internet's fantastic. Now, here is a 3rd and 3, and that's going to be incomplete. Wow.
Yes.
Consider yourself spared for your fantasy team.
Go, go, New York. Go, go, New York.
Guess I'm going to turn off the sound bar. I don't know. Okay, I'm pausing my sound bar. Texas Instruments. And here is the kick. And that is going to go for a fair catch. All right, is it any better now? My connection?
You froze.
I froze, huh? Okay, I'm going to
Now you're
refresh
moving. Now you're getting better. Slightly getting better. Now you froze again. Hello, everybody. So, have you heard about have any of you heard of Tommy DeVito? Tommy DeVito. Has anyone heard of them yet?
All right, how about now?
Better. You look better,
It's not saying much at all, is it?
but you're still lagging.
Still lagging. What the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm. There's someone in the chat saying the audio doesn't match. Yep, it doesn't match.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't have to remind me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow, my internet is atrocious. I don't even know why it's that bad. I have Eero system, and it's still, wow. Trying to think what else could be the problem.
I'm a Linksys. I'm a huge Linksys router.
I have Eero, but the Netgear wouldn't have done any better either. I don't have a toaster Wi-Fi. What are you talking about?
No, yours is a known company.
Wow, it's still, look how bad it really is. Like, you can't even see it.
Yeah.
Look how bad it really is. Like, you can't even see it. Wow, I won't even be able to do YouTube shorts on this at all. Trying to see what else could be a factor. You know what? I'm going to do something. I'm going to reset my internet.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
That's what I recommended.
You did.
That's usually what fixes my internet. I unplug it and then I plug it back in and hit the reset button, and then it usually works. It's Comcast. That's the internet provider I have.
That's what I have too.
Because there's no really alternative here besides Ziply Fiber.
I think I might buy a new modem.
So we have Tommy DeVito. He has 5 games. He has 3 starts total in his career. His parents were at the game. He grew up 12 miles or something or 12 minutes from the stadium. He grew up really close to the stadium. I think they said 12 miles or something like that. They were talking about earlier. But yeah. They say it's a really cool story, how this guy became the starting quarterback and how he's been playing really well. So the first play was incomplete pass. It is 2nd and 10 now. It's 2nd and 10, everybody. And so he hands the ball off to the running back, and the running back runs and gets a first down. New York! Woohoo! So number 26 had that run. That is Saquon Barkley. Okay, so now it's 1st and 10.
Do I still look laggy?
Yeah, you're still lagging.
Really?
Your face is frozen.
It's still frozen, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've never seen your internet as bad. Is it getting better? Is it getting better? Let's see.
No, it's not getting better on my end.
Nope.
Not at all.
No.
Okay, you're going to have to take over. I'm going to have to fix this internet.
Okay. Okay. So that was, now it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9, everybody. Okay, Saquon Barkley's on the sidelines. Looks like they might be doing a pass play here. Let's see what's going on here. So they're going for the pass. He goes for the big pass, and it's overthrown. Overthrown. And it's 3rd and 9. But there is a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what's going on with this flag. Yep. Yep. And the foul is actually on Green Bay, and it's from the spot of the foul. So New York gets to move the ball to the spot of the foul. He put his hand on the guy before the ball was even in the vicinity. He tapped his shoulder. Yeah. I think it's weird that when you just tap someone's shoulder, they can still consider that like a hold. Judith Westcott says definitely held him. Okay, Tommy DeVito hands the ball. Oh, it was a fake. It was a fake. Now he's going for the pass. He's going for the run. He's going for the run. And he gets a few yards. He gets about 5 yards off of that. Okay, they hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley, but he gets nowhere. He goes and gets a loss of yardage. A loss of yardage. Okay, they're going for a pass. It's 3rd and 8. They're passing the ball, and it's overthrown. 4th and 8 now. 4th and 8. Flag on the play. So they kicked the ball off, and the receiver ran, but the other guy basically slowed him down, and then he ran again, and then he ran for a couple more yards, and then the guy tackled him.
Is it any better?
Yes, it is better.
How much better?
A lot better. It's back to like it looks like normal.
Oh, okay. I need someone else to confirm that for me. Oh, yeah. No one can be worse than Drew Lock. Drew Lock is garbage. I don't even know. That's the problem with Pete Carroll. He's literally so bad at evaluating quarterbacks. Like, we should have gotten Gardner Minshew, or we should have gotten Baker Mayfield. They would have been much better fit for the team.
He's not bad at. It says it's a lot better. So someone says it's a lot better. Yeah, your internet's back to normal. But I don't think Pete Carroll's bad at picking quarterbacks. Look at Russell Wilson.
He got lucky.
You're saying that's a lucky thing, and you gotta admit, if people would have saw, I never saw Geno Smith in his early career. People said that Geno Smith did improve a lot from his early career.
But he'll never get to the Super Bowl potential. He'll never get to the Super Bowl.
But he did.
So there's no point having him.
Lot.
That's why I'd rather tank.
No, but it's better to be competitive than to tank.
Tank. Colts tanked for Peyton Manning, and it worked.
No, but it's better to be. But the Colts only won one championship. Seahawks didn't have to tank, and they still got a good quarterback out of it. Because you look at this. Look at San Francisco. They got Brock Purdy, the last pick in the draft. You don't have to be a good pick to get a good quarterback. Look at some teams who've got number 1 draft picks, and they went nowhere with them. It happens all the time. It's about how you pick the players and how you place them in the right spots. Look at this Tommy Del Vito guy. He could be the next.
Panthers tank for Cam Newton.
But look at this. Tommy Del Vito right now is an undrafted quarterback. He might be a next great. He might be a really good quarterback. He's undrafted. Look at Tony Romo. He was undrafted and played for years on a team. So
Geno's not the guy.
Geno,
he's just not the guy.
Everybody knows he's a placeholder, but it's like, why tank as a placeholder? No one. Would you rather see a competitive team or see a tanking team? Would you rather tank for 5 years or at least be competitive for 5 years and be mediocre? I would rather be mediocre than to tank. That's just me. I have a different opinion than you. I don't believe in the tanking philosophy.
I do.
I believe if you know how to draft, you know how to choose correctly, you know how to put the right pieces together, you can be good with any draft pick number. You don't have to have the best draft pick to basically be the best team.
I'm trying to see if I can put 2 recording screens on there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if this works.
Okay. Jordan Love's getting ready to basically conduct the offense again here.
Yep, and here's Jordan Love in his 1st and 10. Give it to A.J. Dillon as much as you can. And we got a man in motion, and gives it to A.J. Dillon, and he is going to only get 90. I don't even think that's even qualify as a game.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
Let's go, Giants.
Let's go, Packers.
I'm not a Packers fan. Things
Why?
about the Packers organization. I'm just not a fan. I grew up with a family that never was a Packers fan. And so I'm just never been a Packers fan. I've never been a huge fan of their team, especially when they play against the Seahawks. I don't like them and stuff like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad I can't share multiple screens.
Yeah. And another good question is Aaron Rodgers slightly overrated because here's an interesting point of view.
Oh wait, let's look at that point of view. So Aaron Rodgers was 5-7 up to this point. They had very identical numbers in their first 12 starts. Just look at that, and Jordan Love 6-6, 5-7, identical yards and identical touchdowns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We are looking at a 3rd and 5 for Jordan Love. And now here is Love. He's looking to pass, getting a little bit overwhelmed. Still in the pocket. Here's the pass. And that is incomplete once again. Ball was intended for A.J. Dillon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The reason why I say that is that Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl early in his career on one of his early teams. And there's a philosophy in football, someone says that when you're young and you can pay your quarterback less money, you have more money to play other players, so your team is better. So as you get more expensive, you can't afford as many players, so your team gets worse.
Oh, really?
There is a philosophy behind that. Have you ever heard of it?
Nope. And now we're looking at a 4th and 5, and this game is pretty much very inactive so far. And it's going to be a punt, and looks like there's got to be some flags on that one. Yep, obvious flag. Lots of collision going on. and we're going to see what this flag was all about.
Because the Seahawks, as Russell Wilson got more expensive, did the Seahawks get worse?
Yeah. But the Seahawks were still consistently making the playoffs.
They were. Just like Green Bay was too, consistently making the playoffs and stuff like that, even though Aaron Rodgers was getting more expensive. So it's the same kind of philosophy. It's like but they never won a championship.
They won a
Besides that
championship when Aaron Rodgers was cheap.
Yeah. It was like 2010 when he won his championship.
Mm-hmm.
And the Seahawks won like 2013. So like those, or no, was it 2014 or something? It was early on in Russell Wilson's career. So it was like crazy.
I guess so. It's not letting me view the page. Trying to view my fantasy football thing. Trying to put it in like the bottom screen somehow.
Okay.
But I don't think it's letting me.
Yeah, there's a theory with Tom Brady that, and the same theory applies to in basketball to what was his name, Tim Duncan, where they didn't always take max contracts. They always took good money, but
My
they never
fantasy.
took max contracts.
Yeah. Trying to test something.
Okay, but yeah, the theory is that there's a theory that like some of these players will take they will take a little bit more player friendly contract, and so they can keep better players around them. Some people are saying that the reason why the Kansas City Chiefs are worse this year is because they got rid of all the receivers because they wouldn't want to pay them any money because they stopped paying the money. Their best receiver is gone now. Tyreek Hill plays for the Dolphins.
Uh-huh.
So anybody in the chat, what are your theories about teams that make the playoffs? Does anyone have any other theories?
Oh my God. Titans threw a pick 6.
Yep, that's how bad the Titans are.
Derrick Henry ain't going to help me at all.
Yeah, but if I lose, then basically you still win because you're a game ahead of me. So,
but if I lose, I'm out.
No,
because you own me on tiebreakers.
No, I'm actually a game behind you.
No, but if you win and I lose,
yeah.
And now here is DeVito. He's taking the snap. And now here is, a little bit overwhelmed, but he did the flick pass. And then that is going to be, a nice gainage of 5 yards on that play.
Woohoo!
Be quiet.
But you know what team the Seahawks, you know what most Seahawks fans hate the most? What team they hate the most?
They hate the Steelers.
Yep, Steelers.
Yep, I've been relying on this guy all night for my internet connection, messaging, and I don't know. 2nd and 5. And looks like there's a false start on this one. Oh, look at that hit. Man, it's not letting me at all. I'm going to try something else. And they are in the red zone. They are very close to the red zone, but it ain't going to help me at all.
Field goal unit.
Yep, the field goal unit's going to be 4th and 8.
For how long is this? Fifth game played, replacing Graham Gano, knee. 11th season, Randy Bullock. 48-yard attempt.
Nope, doesn't work. I tried to do something magic. And it's going to be 3-0 Giants.
No good. No good.
Oh, it's no good.
Yeah, it was too far right. Too far right.
Wow. I wonder why fantasy football is not even working on anything. I'm going to have to... Well, first, here's the commercial of Modern Exterior Solutions. So we're going to play that for the moment. Here it is.
Woo!
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
I think I just might... I think I'm just going to show the fantasy football score. Let's see if I can get it well lined. There it is. That's you, Epic C Films. And Macaroni and Cheese, I know you're watching this, and take a look at your score as well. I gotta make it look clean. Okay, perfect. I think I like this one. And then here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on a banner of this. Packers 0, Giants 0. Oh, the ticker. I need to do a ticker. It won't let me do a ticker. Okay, well. And here is A.J. Dillon, and he gets at least a few more yards. And that, I think, it is closing in on you, Epic C Films. Aren't you scared?
I don't care. If I was scared, I didn't, you know. Yeah. Don't you like my attitude about this?
No, it's really annoying. I really want you to be like, oh my gosh. And now here's a 2nd and 6 for Jordan Love. Man in motion, number 18. And now here is A.J. Dillon, and he is stopped.
Yes.
No, come
Yes.
on, A.J. You got to make that run. No.
Yes. Come on,
No.
Giants.
No, I need A.J. Dillon to get me some stuff.
Come on, Giants. Dun, 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 dun. Come.
No, it's let's go. You're trying your best.
Let's go.
Oh, man. We're at 3:43 left in the first quarter. It is still 0-0 this game so far. And now here is Jordan Love. He's got his running back right next to him, A.J. Dillon, and looks like a timeout has been called.
Yes.
Timeout called by the Giants.
Nope, not good.
3:34 left. Oh, and Judah Westcott. Let me show you who I have on my fantasy team right now. And double checking, my quality is good, right?
Yes.
All right, here's who I have. Are you ready? I got Justin Herbert, Tony Pollard, Najee Harris, DK Metcalf, Mike Evans, David Njoku, Deontay Johnson, Texans defense, Sanders the kicker. And now here is 3rd and 6 for Jordan Love. And now he is looking to pass. He's got plenty of time. Did have plenty of time. Here's the throw, and that is complete, but it's not going to be the first down, and that's going to be a 4th down. And it looks like the Packers are going to be forced to punt again. Looks like we're looking at another punt fest, or are they going to go for it? It looks like they are going to go for it on 4th down.
I can predict this. See,
I guess so. You can.
Oh my! At the 50-yard line, you should just go for it. When it's less than 3 yards, go for it.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to. Oh yeah, of course. Now 4th and 1. Just give it to Dillon, and you'll get some stuff. Here's Jordan Love looking to pass, and here is the pass, and that is complete. But that's going to be a turnover. I don't think that's going to be a 1st down.
Oh no, he put the ball out. I'm wondering, is that going to?
Nope, it's turnover. It's turnover.
Wow.
Wow.
His arm stretch didn't count.
Nope, the arm stretch will not do it. It wasn't even close.
Well, let's see.
Or maybe are they going to review that? Do you think that's reviewable?
Ooh, because look at this here. His foot's in bounds. His foot's hovering on before it hits the out of bounds line, and that hits the pylon. Look
as long as you break it, I guess. Does that count as breaking the plane?
I think that should be a 1st down. Even though I don't want the Packers to win, I think that's a 1st down. I think that should count.
Aikman thinks it's a 1st down.
I think so too.
Who knows? Who wouldn't think it's a 1st down?
Ooh, that should be a 1st down.
We'll see what the referees will say.
Wow. Because I think they think his foot hit, but his foot is actually hovering right here, and see, it's stretched out. That was a good stretch out by that guy.
It really was, but it only makes sense.
Because he already had caught the ball prior.
They're saying that the extension is possibly late.
What do you mean is late?
Looks like Packers still got the ball. They are calling it a 1st down.
I told you. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting good at reviewing these things.
Yeah, 1st and 10.
Wow.
Maybe you should be the reviewer.
Wow.
1st and 10 for Green Bay. Dillon's is the running back right behind him. Still down by 3 points in fantasy football. And now here is the pass by Jordan Love. Here's the pass, and that is caught by A.J. Dillon. He gets away, and he's still going. Oh, my God, he's still going. Keep going. Go, 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 go. Yes, I won. I'm going to the playoffs. A.J. Dillon got me into fantasy football playoffs, baby. Let's go. Let's go. That was a huge pass by Jordan Love, and gave it to A.J. Dillon, and now I am in the playoffs. And now here is a 1st and 10 for Green Bay, and he hands it off to Dillon again, and he will bulldoze his way through, but only 2 yards. Epic C Films. Care to tell me how you feel about this?
I don't care.
You don't care? I just knocked you out of the or you just got knocked out of the playoffs. And thank you, Macaroni and Cheese. Thank you very much. That makes me very happy.
No, it's to me, it's like That's not what makes me excited.
No, deep down you're like, no, I lost.
No, I
And now
don't think
here's
that
a-
deep down. You see how
And now here
Melo
is 2nd and 8, and now the sweep to number 11, and he's still going, and that he's going to get in for the touchdown, and Green Bay gets on the board with a touchdown. And that is Jaden Reed with a 16-yard run on that jet sweep.
You see how my emotions. I'm like, I'm not even shocked. I'm like, it is what it is, I have other fish to fry.
There is always next year.
So, reflect the sun. I don't care if I made the playoffs or don't make the playoffs. I just do it for I just do it because I like doing the statistics and like, hanging out with friends and stuff like that. It doesn't matter if I win or lose.
Oh,
Because,
man, I can't get you to be upset at all. But you at least enjoy it when I lose, do you?
Huh?
You didn't even support me when I won.
Yeah, because it's like it is what it is. Because to me, fantasy sports is just something I do as a hobby. It's not like something that's like life changing. You know what I mean? And it's like if there was more something on the stake on the line, I'd feel like I would be a bigger deal. Like like if I got knocked out of the playoffs and and I like my leg got injured because I missed the playoffs, I'd feel more sympathy for myself.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Win or lose, who cares?
A great mentality to have.
That's my philosophy on things. You should see me when I go gambling. I think of gambling as just a way to like entertainment value. It's like going to an
Not
arcade.
something to make a living off of.
Not
like
to
an
make a living
arcade.
off of.
Treat the casino like it's an arcade. Don't treat it. Just think about it. There are people out there that try to make a living off of that. That scares me.
There's a movie 21 about it.
Really?
Blackjack movie.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's based on a true story.
Is it basically like teaching people not to gamble?
No, it teaches people about count carding. And about
count carding, huh?
The industry, about how you can can casinos figure out if you're count carding and what does that really mean? And like this guy basically teaches like college student how to count card. And it's
he fair caught on the return.
He could have ran for more yards.
I think he could have ran on that one for sure.
I know.
And also for my viewers out there, if you would like to, just hit that donation button. Help me grow this channel. And here's the incentive. If you get me to $50 by the end of this day, I'll give a portion of it to Epic Sea Films. He would love to get paid to do this. The future is to get him paid, to give this man a job. So if you would like me to be able to give this opportunity to Epic Sea Films, you guys know what to do. Doesn't have to be $100. It's $1 at a time is good. And now it's 1st and 10 for the Giants. Giants are 4 and 8. They're trying to still somewhat be in the race somehow, which they're not. They're kind of tanking, but they're doing pretty okay for now, I guess. And here is DeVito, and he is going for the run, and looks like, he kind of just made the guy trip, and that's going to be a 2nd down.
Well, good run. That's still 8 yards. Oh, that's 6 yards to give him, but yeah, that's still not bad.
But yes, I'm in the playoffs. I couldn't be more proud of myself. Or do you think I'm over gloating?
I think you make fantasy a bigger part of your life and a bigger deal than I do. For you, it's like you think it's like this end all be all like big deal, and it's like at the end of the day, like most people are like it only matters to a certain small population of people who are into sports.
So I'm making a big deal over nothing, Heath, in your opinion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's something that you're passionate about, something you like and enjoy doing, and so that's you get enjoyment out of it. That's a good thing for you, And I shouldn't take that away from you if you get enjoyment out of it. Because there's a lot of things that people do in their life that people get enjoyment out of, but other people say, "Well, that's not like why would you do that? Is it worth your time?"
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? Like some people say activities I do, or is it worth my time? Is it worth my time going to board games almost every week? Is it worth my time, streaming here and chatting about sports? Is it worth my time going to bowling, or whatever my hobbies are?
At some point, we're going to do, I think I want to do like a recap so I can edit the video out. So I'm going to start building so I'm going to make a recap on my fantasy football league. And you can be there too to provide some kind of maybe some kind of insight. I know you don't care enough though. But the sad thing is, I know you don't care, but it's still a fact that unfortunately you have not made the playoffs throughout this entirety of my league, unfortunately.
So,
man, you're doing a good job hiding the feelings.
I don't have no feelings. Gosh, you're trying to make me have emotions and you're just not getting me. No, I am not a two-handed bowler. I use fingertip ball. That's a more traditional style. My ball doesn't hook much. I have a slight hook on mine. People say I have a good, nice roll, but it just doesn't hook a lot. Yes.
I'm now uploading a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not in that philosophy where you need a lot of power and a big hook to basically to have a big explosion in bowling and to knock down the pins. Look at this. See, now people are rooting for me. Yeah. People are on the Seafoam side now. Look at Reflect the Sun saying, I wish Seafoams had crushed Rooftop.
What? Why? Actually, it did happen. It actually did happen. It did happen.
It's happened
Weren't
in
you the guy
basketball
that beat me? Didn't you beat me by a very insane small margin or something?
Yeah. You know my philosophy in fantasy sports is the harder the fantasy sport, meaning the more challenging it is, the more I try harder to want
Invest.
to win it.
What? So should I up it to $100 or something? I don't know.
No, well,
We got a third and one for DeVito. They are in their own territory. And now here's DeVito going for the short pass to Saquon Barkley. Is he going to get the first down? Yes, he will get the first down.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley. And so I think it's a bigger deal because it's harder to do well in basketball than it is to
I beat you,
in
Epic C
football.
Films. I'm sorry. I beat you in week 10. You were part of my huge 6-game winning streak.
Yes. But in basketball, I beat you so many times. I feel like it's a bigger win for me winning basketball. If I win a basketball,
and here's Saquon Barkley being handed it to it again, but he's going to lose yards on that one.
Yeah. So, but I'm one of the best teams in my fantasy basketball league.
And now here is Saquon again. Not Saquon, it's a fake, and that's going to be a first down for number 18.
Woo!
All right, so Rooftop Korean, he's going to end up at 7-7. Auto Draft is going to be 8-6. And Jigbus with Attitude will be 8-6. Seattle Water Bottles will be 1-13. Bella Check Yourself is going to be 12-2. Chase These Nuts.
Yeah. But hey, see, on the other hand, I could say things and make you go off your game if I wanted to. But do I want to be that mean and say, you're number 9 in fantasy basketball?
Go ahead. Say what you need to say, buddy.
No.
You're not going to.
No.
No. You're not that mean.
No.
Wow, DeVito's really got some legs.
He does. DeVito's not a bad player.
For now. And now here is a big run by the Giants, and he is still going, and that is going to be all the way to the red zone.
Woo! Mm-hmm. Saquon Barkley. Yes, I kind of have I think a lot of people have like a ranking system or a tier system in their head of teams they like, depending on who plays who, the situations they're in, who do they want to win. I have it in my head too. Like I think my favorite football team is the Seahawks, but I think a team in my top 5.
We got a first and goal happening, and here is DeVito. He gives it to Saquon Barkley. He is still running, and he gets in for the touchdown. But does he drop the ball, or did he break the plane? I guess he broke the plane, so that's going to be a touchdown for Saquon Barkley.
Yes, but teams in my top 5, I like the Detroit Lions. I'm a fan of them too,
because
not as much as the Seahawks. No, the reason why I like Detroit Lions is because of the family members and people in my family.
Reflect the Sun. Which Seattle podcaster was it getting Will Levis? I'd like to know who that was. And now we're looking for the extra PAT. And now here's the kick. And it is good.
Yeah, and what's really funny is in the Seahawks division, the NFC West, my second favorite team is the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yes. Because they're kind of like the underdog team. It's like there's too many people who favor who like the California teams, and I'm like, it's like you always want to beat the big guy, and it's good when the smaller players always beat the big guy. That's why I like Arizona better than the Rams and 49ers.
Do you?
Yes. Yes. Now you can see how I rank teams.
GGEZ. IR squad. Yep. So here's the final standings. You ready for the final standings?
Okay.
Honestly, and obviously you don't even care. So you're more invested in. So if it was basketball, would you have laughed at me right on the spot?
For what?
For not making the playoffs.
No, I wouldn't laugh at you. I'd just be like, you didn't make them. I made them.
Football, you're like, but how would you have reacted? So let's stage it. Let's pretend. So let's pretend you won in fantasy football, or you made the playoffs and I didn't. What would you have said?
So, okay, I won. Woo!
That's it? You're so boring.
my dryness.
It's just so dry.
Hey, Chad, are you getting enjoyment out of this?
Chad, where are you? We need you, Chad. Chad.
Oh man. Yeah. But it's just to me, it's like I think the reason why I do fantasy sports now isn't to win or lose, it's to stay more engaged and just to see how well my players could win if I was a manager of a sports team. I think of it more as a way to stay engaged, and that's why I get enjoyment out of it, and that's why I keep doing it. It's not for the winning or losing. It's to see, hey, did I pick a good combination of players that would actually win in a real scenario or in a scenario, And this year, the Seahawks played not so great, so I didn't do so hot this year. They underperformed. Okay, now I got destroyed.
Because you had Geno Smith, and who else did you have on your team?
Geno Smith was out this week, so I couldn't get the points from Geno, and Geno had a huge week against the Cowboys a week ago and stuff. So I just was like, well, it is what it is. Move on.
I guess so. You handled this. You really handled this maturely, like an adult.
Yes. And what is Reflect the Sun saying? Was very, very high. Wanted him for first pick. Oh, this Will Levis
but which
guy?
podcaster was it though? Reflect the Sun. And that looks like it's going all the way back to the end zone.
Mm-hmm. But didn't I say earlier, I'd rather have the Giants win than me win my fantasy league? So you get your happiness and I get my happiness.
I guess so.
So if that can happen, we both get our happiness for the day.
So I'm gonna play. So here's the final standings.
Yeah.
Belichick yourself 12-2. Chase these nuts 11-3. Fan Price 9-5. And Jigbus with attitude 8-6. Auto Draft 8-6. Rooftop Koreans 7-7. And now here is Jordan Love. He's on the play right now, and they are like simultaneously going through the games. And now here is Jordan Love. He is getting a little bit pressured. Actually has time, and now he gives it to number 27, and he is still running, still going, and that's a first down, and that's going to go to the 40.
Mm-hmm.
Then here are the guys who didn't make the playoffs: Dirty Birds, Epic Sea Films, Macaroni and Cheese, GGEZ, IR Squad, and Seattle Water Bottles. Seattle Water Bottles went 1-13.
Yeah, but see, you play off the theory of the old 7 teams, 6 teams make the playoffs versus 7, like in the actual pros.
In your opinion, would you be in favor of making it 7, or you think we should leave it as is?
I'd be fine with 7.
What, to make it more challenging to make that first seed more of a coveted thing?
Yes. I think it would make people care more about the first about getting the bye, because when you give people,
because if you're the first two, it's like, who cares, right?
Yeah,
it's an idea, and it's something maybe I should explore. But I think it would be a in favor kind of thing.
Yes, I guess we'll make the playoffs in that scenario.
You would have missed. You would have still missed the playoffs.
Why? Who would have beat me?
Dirty
out?
Birds.
And
now here is the run, and not going to be much of a run of all. Hey, Reflect the Sun, thank you very much for that donation. I really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, guys, I'm trying to build on my YouTube membership. So if you guys would, it's a $5 membership. Please join that membership, and I'll explain later. I still got to work on it, but to show the support, go ahead and join that membership when you get the opportunity, guys. And plus, if you do get that membership, I will not nag you about donations.
I feel like when we commentate, we're like that movie, The Longest Yard.
3rd and 5, and now here's Jordan Love, and he's going for the big pass, and that's going to be caught by number 13, and that's going to be a first down. And that was Wicks with the catch. Great throw by Jordan Love. Although he was completely wide open, however.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I feel like Rooftop Sports is like the guy who's always talking, the commentator on like, The Longest Yard, and I'm the guy just like stiff, who doesn't say much.
No, you don't say much at all, but I think you're trying to have more of your moments now.
It was so funny when the big guy like had a hit. He was so excited when they started scoring.
Yeah. And now we got a 2nd and 5 for Jordan Love, and it's giving off to A.J. Dillon, and that's going to be just short of the first down. And now here is a 3rd and 2. And now here's here's Jordan Love. He faked me out and doesn't even get the first down. It looks like the ball is out. Is the ball out? Is that recovered by the Giants?
Come on.
Oh no, looks like Jordan Love. No, he's okay. Let's see what happened. Here's Jordan Love. He couldn't find the space. And did the
He
ball go
stalled. He
out? The
slowed
ball
down
went
too
out
much.
before the knee hit the ground, but Jordan Love lost the ball. And looks like that's a fumble. And I think the Giants are, because his knees was not down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Woohoo! Football!
Let's take a look and see what it was. Oh, looks like the Giants are challenging for that call. Do you think it's a fumble?
Yes.
I think I would agree with you because the knees were not even down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Put it on your badges and emoji card.
I'm wondering what movie is going to make more money this holiday. Is it going to be Wonka or is it going to be the Aquaman movie? I think it's going to be Wonka. I think it's going to outperform Aquaman.
Who knows? Trying to figure out something. To custom emoji, go to membership. I'm on memberships. And then select edit on your badges and emoji card. Aha! I found something. Seahawks face palm. Well, looks like I got a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I thought Lee Johnson was gone. The one in Kirkland, I must say. Reflect the Sun, can you re-ask the question? Oh, 3 to 10 character, huh? Seahawks SMH. Seahawks FP. It's going to be called Seahawks Facepalm. I'm making emojis now. Make him a bit dark. And looks like I think they ruled it a turnover. Yep, it's now a turnover. So now the Giants have the ball. And now here is DeVito. Looks like a man is in motion. And now fakes it to Barkley. DeVito, he's got plenty of time almost all day, with the exception of the one guy. Here's the pass. And that is that caught? It's up to the ref.
Yes, it's caught.
That's a catch. That is a catch.
Yeah. Yep, both feet were in.
Both
1
feet
foot
were
scraped.
absolutely in. You are correct.
Why challenge it? You're going to waste a challenge for doing it. It's not worth
Are
it.
the Packers really challenging it? You got to be
I don't
kidding
know.
me.
Please don't challenge this. You're going to waste your challenge, dude.
I don't know. Is that a catch? Do you think that's a catch?
Yeah, look at his second leg scrape. Are you going to say the knee was out of bounds and that's why he wasn't a catch?
Who knows?
Watch this. Are they going to say the knee hit the out of bounds thing before the leg scraped? Watch. Let's see here. This is a ridiculous thing to challenge.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it would be a ridiculous thing to challenge.
Yeah, I just let that play out. It's good. Why challenge it? You're just wasting your challenge.
Man, so much time is being wasted. Absolutely.
The other challenge was a fair challenge. The fumble one made sense. But that if they challenged that, I'm like, dude, I don't know if they did, but they're just wasting their time out there.
Yeah, for sure.
And they were standing right there. The coaching was standing right there. They play on.
No, like, it's like, what the heck is going on kind of thing. Man, can't believe I'm making my emojis.
I'm not really an emoji person.
I'm doing it for my membership.
Yeah, the sense of humor of emojis just doesn't appeal to me as much.
You don't think so, huh?
No. Just like a lot of like dog and cat, like animal humor. I don't get the appeal of like those cats playing the piano videos.
You don't.
I'm like, people think it's so funny, a cat playing a piano. I'm like, how is that? You know, my nephew likes those things, and I'm like, nope. Just, it's not really my type of humor as much.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny when people talk to me about my ex. They're like, "Oh yeah, your ex is very dry."
That's
Some people say it's very like factual. Basically, it's like I don't have no emotion in my ex. It's very just factual.
Interesting. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
I have no sense of humor. Some people say.
No, you're a man full of dark humor. And you make fun of me for drafting rookies. And yep, I think they called that a first down. Yep, I think they still would rule it first down. And now here is DeVito looking to pass, and that is caught. And is that going to be another first down? And I think that is going to be a first down. Nope, it's going to be a second down. They're still calling it second down.
Someone's asking about reindeer motorcycle commercials.
Reindeer motorcycle commercials?
Yeah, Refresh the Sun was asking about reindeer motorcycle commercials. Says,
I think they're trying to... We can hear any reindeer beer... No, I can't do it anymore. I don't want to risk the copyrights anymore. It's just... I just can't do it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Reflect the Sun. I mean, wouldn't you agree not to do it? I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not risking it. That's as flashy as Saquon Barkley gets.
did you hear about Tommy Del Vito actually lives with his parents still?
That's respectable. I mean, we do the same thing.
Yeah. But I just think it was just interesting. Like he's still a very young quarterback because he was undrafted 2023 was at Illinois, and he just got in the league, and he went back and he's still living with his parents. So it's like there's nothing wrong with that. I just think
Nothing
it's like
wrong with that at all.
No, but it's just that was a fact they were giving out earlier before the game was they're saying that he lived with his parents.
Yeah, of course.
Because his parents live so close to the stadium, they're like within like 12 miles or something like that. It's like
And now here is a 3rd and 6 for DeVito, still in their own territory. He's looking to pass. DeVito's got all day to throw. And here is the pass to number 13. That is caught. He's trying to stutter step, and I think that's going to be another first down. Is it a first down? And they're still trying to converse if it is the first down. I mean, what do you think? Do you think this is the first down for Hyatt?
Yeah, first down. Just give it to the first down.
I guess so. It was really good moves.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, you don't think so, huh?
His foot. Did you see where his foot went out of bounds?
I guess so.
Aren't they going for it?
It's a 4th and 1.
They should go for
I don't
it.
think they. I guess they don't want to risk it.
I would go for it.
You would you?
Yeah. Isn't the ball like at midfield or something?
Who knows?
Is he changing his mind now?
Yeah, it's 4th and 1. I think they are going to go for it for sure.
Told you. Midfield. Every team at midfield should just go for it, no matter what nowadays. What's the point? I think it's gonna be a new trend. Any team near midfield, they're like within 3 yards, we're just gonna go for it.
I guess so.
Why wouldn't you?
There's always risk to it.
Yeah, the other team still has to get like 15 yard or
50 yards, but it's also you're in
yards to get
the field goal range though. And now we're looking at a 4th and 1. And now he got some protection, got 3 running backs on the way, and that's going to be handed to Saquon Barkley. I don't know if he's going to get this. No, he doesn't. And that's going to be a turnover, and Green Bay gets the ball at around the 50.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I was against it.
Yeah. But sometimes teams get it. I think the lamest thing is when people try to do the draw them off sides thing.
No, I think they should have tried to draw the offsides.
I don't like to draw them off sides, so you waste a timeout for doing it. Unless you just want to suck up and take the 5-yard penalty.
I guess I can see where you're coming from on that.
Yeah. Because why waste the timeout when you can just it's like if you're gonna do it, just go all in and take the 5-yard penalty and then get a better get some extra buffer for your kicker.
Is that so?
That's about the other way I think of it for your punter.
Right.
Reflect the sun. Where did you go?
What do you mean where I go?
No, I said reflect the sun. I'm talking about not rooftop. I'm saying did our fan base leave? Did our comments person leave?
Oh, I don't know. I guess we're getting boring. Maybe Tom Grossi will pop back in. No, I'm not going to rely on that. If my channel has to be dependent on Tom Grossi, then I'm definitely not doing something right. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So also official. So here's a new perk that I have added for my emojis. I'll show it to you guys at halftime of what my emojis are going to look like. But they're going to be. So I have 2 emojis that I have made. They're going to be. I think you might like them. So I'm making the membership. If you have that, you'll get access to new emojis that I just made. And I'll keep updating them as time goes on, too. So at halftime, I'm going to show my new emojis. And if you get this membership, which is $5 a month, you'll get access to those emojis. And looks like we are back from the break. They're showing downtown New York, but the ironic thing is they're not. The game's not in New York. It's in New Jersey. When will people figure that out?
Yeah. But is that as bad as where Dallas has their stadium or where Arizona has their stadium?
Arizona's in Glendale. Well, Arlington is still considered Dallas area. Don't forget about that.
It might be the greater Dallas area, but it's still like from like the heart of Dallas. Is it still like
Yeah, it's
another
not downtown.
city?
Yeah, I got you. It's not like downtown Dallas or anything.
Yeah. Just like San Francisco's in Santa Clara.
Yeah,
LA,
And
don't
it-
the
and it's-
Angels
and it-
play like
and it's-
Anaheim?
and they're still called Los Angeles. Now they should be called Anaheim Angels.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I do agree with.
Mhm.
And looks like that is. Did I just miss an interception? Man, I am just off my game today. It was an interception. Here's Jordan Love. Here is the pass. And that is picked off. That was picked off by number 27. Wow. Jordan Love throwing the pick.
Mhm.
And they're doing that stupid end zone celebration, which always makes me cringe.
Yeah, I notice nowadays they don't call like excessive celebration as much as they used to.
They should. No, actually, no. No, they still do the excessive celebration, but that end zone thing's like NFL approved, which I don't agree with.
Oh. So you have to run in the end zone to do your celebration now?
Yeah, I think it's stupid because you haven't even scored the touchdown yet.
Wow, look at that. He threw it like the guy just caught it. He didn't have to fight over it.
I know.
Like, that's bad when the guy,
It's very bad.
but that's good for the Giants. Woo!
Really is. Are you serious? The aspect ratios must be 1:1. Are you serious? I just have to make the emoji generator.
Well, what's interesting about what I was talking about with the stadium thing is how close does a team have to be, or how far can it be outside the city limits to still be considered that city?
Who
Should it just be
knows?
called, for a sports team. Like, how far is Anaheim from like LA? I don't even know.
It's about 40 minutes to an hour away.
Okay.
And we've got a 2nd and 4. And here's Saquon Barkley, and he's stopped, and that's going to be a 3rd down.
Well, it's like they're in Inglewood. The LA team's playing Inglewood. The
Yeah.
LA, they don't play.
Clippers.
Well, no, not the Clippers. It's the Chargers and the Rams playing Inglewood. Their stadium's actually in Inglewood. It's not in LA.
Ah. And now here is DeVito, and he's going to throw, and that is incomplete. That's going to be a 4th down.
Mhm. Like, how would you feel if like the Seahawks had a new stadium and it was like built in like Tequila and they called it the Seahawks still? Like,
Tukwila Seahawks or Seattle Seahawks, but they're still going to call it Seattle.
yeah, but wouldn't it be weird having to drive out to Tequila for the games instead of like driving down to?
And
going to
traffic would
Seattle?
be awful.
Yeah. So I'm like,
And they're going to punt the ball. And here is the punt. And that is going to be caught by number 11, but he fair caught it.
yeah. 16-0 record in December. Matt LaFleur. He usually doesn't lose in December.
No, he does not.
Watch this be their first game to lose in December.
Yeah. Trying to figure out some things.
Okay. So we have Jordan Love getting
He's
ready.
got the ball back immediately. And now here is A.J. Dillon, and that's going to be at least a few yards.
Yeah. But the thing about it is they're back at the 20-yard line or the 15-yard line now.
Yeah.
So weird. Tampa Bay is now back in the playoffs. They're winning the South.
Really bad division. Imagine if the Seahawks were in that division.
We'd be in the hunt for the playoffs easy.
Easily.
Like,
now here's a 2nd and 6 for Jordan Love. And now here's Love looking to pass, and that's going to be caught by their tight end, and that's going to be muscled their way for the first down.
most people are saying the best division of football right now is the NFC. No, it's the AFC North. They say is the best division of football potentially. The AFC North is the one with the with Cleveland in it.
Yeah.
Cleveland, Cincinnati, Ravens.
Yeah. Looks like a commercial break is on right now.
Yes. Amazon Prime commercial.
I got 3 comments since. We got Michael House. You know how you get signed up for a lot of things and forget how many you have all of a sudden? Okay, I'm kind of opposed to membership, but I appreciate the opportunity. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to force you to do it. I mean, you do the donation, so you pretty much do more than what my members do. I only, yeah, you know. Giants defense, again, doing its part forcing turnovers, but the offense needs to have more than 7 points. They don't. These are the 2023 Giants. Looks like this is a Giants fan here.
Every season is different. You have the same team, but it depends on the competition you play. Because some years you play an easier division than other years. Also, your players are not always the same players every year. So, if 1 year you're playing the NFC South, the next year you play the NFC East, it's like, well, what division's harder, the NFC South or the NFC?
And here's a 1st and 10 for Jordan Love. Got 2 minutes left in this half. Man in motion. And now here is Jordan Love. He's going to pass. He's getting overwhelmed already, but there's a screen pass to number 11, and he's going to get at least a couple of yards. I think they really should have got a lot more than that. And now here's Jordan Love, 2nd and 8, and he's going for the quick pass, and incomplete, just completely just off. You got 3rd and 8. Giants have got to get this stop to stay alive for sure because their offense has been very stagnant. Now here's a 3rd and 8, and here's Jordan Love. He's kind of had some time, and here is the pass, and that is incomplete and a pass interference call. Defensive pass interference on the Giants. That's going to really hurt them and bite them. Did you agree with that call?
Let's see. Let's see the play again.
I think it was pass interference.
Yep. Pass interference.
Way,
He hit the guy's arm before the ball was there. Pass interference.
absolutely. Unfortunately,
That makes
so.
sense.
Hate to say it.
Mm-hmm.
And now here is a 1st and 10. And now here's Jordan Love. He's got some time, and that is caught. Good pass. Almost dropped it, though. And here's a 2nd and 4 to number 27. He's going for the run, and that's going to be into the red zone. Now here's a 1st and 10 and a screen pass number 27, and he gets closer and closer to the red zone, and that's going to be at least a few yards on that.
Bless you.
That was a big one. Also double checking, how's my internet connection?
It's been good.
That's good. And now here is a 2nd and 4 for Jordan Love. And now here he's looking to pass. Got some time, and here is the pass, and that is going to be caught. Is it going to be caught by number 87? They're still conversing. 19 seconds left in the half, just a heads up. All right, what do you think? Do you think that's a 1st down?
Let's see. Let's see. Okay, 1 foot down. He scrapes it. He scrapes it. He scrapes it. He kind of bobbles it a little bit.
It's going to be, and if it was considered incomplete.
Yeah, because you see how he repositions the ball when he's going out of bounds?
Yep.
He repositions it. He doesn't hold that consistent positioning on the ball.
He does not, no.
Oh, they changed the ruling to pass complete.
I guess so. Wow. Oh, wow. One of my emojis went through. Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, because it said that the aspect ratios and all that poo-poo. We got a 3rd and 4. We're at 20 seconds left in the half. Can the Packers, can they score? Remains to be seen. And now here's a 3rd and 4. Man in motion for number 11. And here's Jordan Love, and he's going. Oh, and that is tipped. And that was not going to be picked, but now it's going to be a 4th and 4. What do? Do you just take the 3 points, or do you go for it on 4th down? I think just take the 3 points into the half. Like, don't kill any
I would
momentum.
say go for it. Depends
I'm
if you have the
gonna
ball.
say-
Depends if you have the ball starting the second half.
I'm
Depends.
trying to remember who. I think Packers had the ball first. Not sure.
Yeah.
But no, either way, I would. I get the 3 points because it may bite you in the butt if you don't.
I would go for it. I'm a risk taker like this.
Would you?
Yeah.
I just
At
wouldn't.
this game, I think at this point in the game, why play it safe? You still have so much game to play. Go for it.
But they're going for the. They're going to go for the field goal.
Why cop out now? Be
It's
aggressive.
not copping out. I don't think it's copping out one bit.
I think so. You should take the risk. Got to risk it for the biscuit.
Oh my god.
Hey, no risk, no reward. Sometimes you don't get that big reward, and you don't risk it. Sometimes.
And now looks like they're going for that field goal. It's going to be a 36-yard attempt on a 4th and 4. And here is the kick. And that is going to be good. A field goal for the Green Bay Packers. And they are going to take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, but you see how close it was tight. It still made it. It's good, but still, it's like you see where
It was very
out.
tight. Yeah, that's for sure.
Because you like a field goal could still be missed. It's not a gimme of points either.
I guess so.
We've seen people miss like 40-yard field goals all the time. I don't know what percentage
Yeah.
they miss them.
You're not
But,
wrong.
yeah. So the Seahawks missed like a 50-yard field goal and lost the game because of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you heard the new interesting argument about the playoffs, the college football playoffs?
What's the argument?
They're saying that Michigan has a controversy over the sign stealing.
Oh, come on.
Texas lost one game. Alabama's lost one game. If they win, there will be controversies over them winning. The only team that doesn't have a controversy over them winning it all, people will be happy if they won it all, would be UW.
I wouldn't.
They'd
I
be
think
the least
UW
controversial
also.
team.
But UW, they got the Apple Cup handed to them by the refs.
No, but there's no controversy really over UW. They have the least controversy of all teams.
I also just made my emoji, so we'll see it.
Yeah.
Why are we letting Love do things that he shouldn't be doing? He's still not a good quarterback. All we have to do is beat this really bad team that is not going to turn the ball over and play safe. Well, we got 13 seconds left in the half.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't donated, please make sure to do so to help grow this channel. Goal is 50. Let's go for 50 so I can get Epic C Films paid as well. Hey, Christian, how's it going? Thanks for joining the show. And also stay tuned for the announcement at the half. I might want to I'm going to show you something really cool. Reflect the Sun, I know you're subbed. You're a very loyal sub. You're just not a member, but that's okay. You've already donated anyway.
What's this weird controversy over the player being by the edge and he hit the ball and all, I don't know. You see there's a flag?
Let's see what the referee said on this one. Okay, C Films, while we're waiting, best James Bond actor.
Pierce Brosnan.
Same here.
Yes. I think for our generation, we grew up on Pierce
We
Brosnan.
grew up on Pierce Brosnan. That's why
Yeah.
we can't that's why Daniel Craig was really hard to adapt to, and then Timothy Dalton's hard to watch because both of them were more dark, more realistic.
The reason why I liked Pierce Brosnan is
The
Pierce
personality.
is it's just that the fact that it was like I like the integration between technology and actually being like the hero and being
What do we got here?
yeah, it's the best package, I think, overall package.
He was an all-around guy.
Yeah.
I think they're going to take the knee.
Mm-hmm.
But at the half, I'm going to show you guys something really cool on why you guys should consider joining my membership. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. But you still get my argument about why because I still think the argument I have is UW has the least controversy over them winning. All other teams would be controversial.
I guess so.
Because if Alabama wins it all, people are going to be so pissed because Florida State's not even being able to play. And they're all blaming it on TCU from last year, how bad they played in the championship game.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear about the super conference they want to make? They want to merge the ACC with the Big 12, potentially.
And it looks like we're at halftime right now.
Oh,
All right,
man.
time to... All right, here it is, guys. I'm about to show you. All right. So I am going to make... I've established my membership. Now, here are the membership perks that you're going to want to know about on why you guys should join my membership. It is only $5 a month. Now, here it is. You get, of course, your membership shout-outs. And if I do have enough members, I'll be happy to do a membership-only live chat to maybe talk about the Seahawks, other sports, the Seattle Mariners for sure. And also, membership-only live streams is possible, but I have to have members for that. Has to be members. And also, membership-only polls could be a thing too, depending what it is. And also, you get the loyalty badges, so everyone knows that you're a loyal part of this rooftop community. And also, last but not least, you will have access to 4 different types of emojis. And down the road, I do intend to update them to make them a little bit better. Now, Epic Sea Films, are you ready for the first emoji?
Yes, I am ready.
Here is when I'm happy, and like when the Hawks are winning or a touchdown happens, you can do something like, oh my gosh, the Hawks won! Or they just scored. Drew Lock is not terrible. He's terrible. Next, here is when the Seahawks suck and are losing. What do you think of that one?
Okay.
Would you use that as an emoji if you were a member?
I don't usually use emojis.
Oh, yeah, you don't use emojis. That's right. And now here's one when the Mariners are doing well. Oh, Mariners, woo! And then here's one when the Mariners suck. So if you think those are intriguing, go ahead and join those memberships. It's only $5 a month, and I'll give you the best type of a package I possibly can. But until then, I gotta get something to eat, unless I get gross eat or something. Text me if I get blown up. I'm gonna bring my phone with me. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some snack.
Okay, enjoy your
Until then,
snack.
talk about some stuff.
Okay.
Until then, please enjoy the view of Darth Vader. And holding this now. And he's gonna wear this hat. Deuces.
Okay. So, hello everybody. So what we're talking about is that we only have a few weeks left of the season left. So there is about, I think, 4 weeks left in the season after this, or because I think most teams have played. Yeah, they're 13. There's been 13 games played. There's a 17-game season, so we have 4 games left. So it's going to get really interesting down the end stretch. The question going back to a lot of people is, is like I know a lot of people like they have their favorite teams of who they want to win, who they don't want to win, and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, it's like you say, hey, this team or that team. And so for me, I've gotten more into football. And I've gotten more excited and stuff like that. But I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like, does it really matter who wins or who doesn't win at the end of the day? Yes, it kind of matters, but yes, it kind of doesn't matter. Like for me, I would love it to see the Seahawks in the playoffs again. But the Seahawks have just been flubbing it this year. They've had 3 of their 7 losses, that they just gave away. They gave away. And it's like, do they deserve to be in the playoffs? I don't know. Because let's look at the standings here. So we're going to go and let's go to the game we're watching right now. It's an NFC game. So we're going to go we're going to go look at the standings. We're going to go see what we have here. So let's go talk about this. So everybody going back to the point here is let's look at the standings in the playoffs right now. So right now, if you go to the playoffs, and let's say we're going to go to the playoff picture. So in the NFC, who is the number 1 team right now? Well, the number 1 NFC team right now is actually the 49ers. The 49ers are number 1. Number 2 is the Cowboys. Number 3 is the Lions. Number 4 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 5 is the Eagles. Number 6 is the Vikings. The Packers are number 7. Depends on what goes on in this game if they will stay at 7. And then on the bubble right now we have 8. We have the Rams. We have the Seahawks at 9. At 10 we have the Falcons. 11 we have the Saints. The Bears are at 12. The Giants are at 13. The Commanders are at 14. The Arizona Cardinals are at 15. Well, the interesting thing to think about this is you have the Vikings, who are number 6 at 7-6. You have the Packers at 6-6. You have the Rams at 6-7. You have the Seahawks at 6-7. The Falcons at 6-7. The Saints at 6-7. The Bears at 5-8. The Giants at 4-8, and the Commanders at 4-9. How many teams will we have? All 7 teams have a winning record this year. Will all teams be above? Have at least 9 wins? Will all teams have 9 wins this year? I do not think that. I think there's going to be at least 1. I think there could potentially be 2 teams this year in the NFC having an 8-9 record and making the playoffs. 8-9. Who agrees with that? How many teams do you think are going to have an 8-9 record and make the playoffs this year in the NFC? What do people think right now? Well, right now, who are making the playoffs? We have the 6-6 Packers. They want today to go to 7. So they need to win 1 of their last 4 games to go to 8. They would need to win 2 of their last 4 games to go to 9. Okay? You need the Vikings to win 2 of their last 4 games to go to 9. They need to be at least 500. You have over here you have the Buccaneers. They need to win 3 of their last 9 games. So any team in the South, so basically there's like 3 teams in the South that are 6-7. They would need to win 3 of their last 4 games, any of those teams, to make it 9, to go 9-8. So you show, what does anybody in the chat think of that? How many teams do you think? Oh no, Tom Grossi will pop in. And then it says Reflect the Sun. It says Reflect the Sun says Rooftop is about to get raided. So Reflect the Suns and anybody else who's in the chat, what do you think of this theory of how many teams are going to be have less than 9 wins this year to make the playoffs? I know for sure there's going to be at least 1. Look at the South. The South has to win 3 of their last 4 games to go 9. Can they do that? The Buccaneers are basically playing like, what's the Buccaneers' next matchup? Like if you look at the schedule for next week, you look at some of these teams that are in that conference. Who are they playing? And then you have other conferences. Look at the Vikings' last few weeks. Look at everybody else's last few weeks. So at the end of the day, the Tampa Bay and somebody, the Saints or Atlanta, or Carolina is going to play once again. Okay, so all those teams are going to play at least like each other one more time or something like that. A lot of teams are like that. So let's go into this whole kind of conversation. Let's see. So like one of the teams we talk about is we're talking about the Seahawks. The Seahawks actually, which is really intriguing, is who does the Seahawks have left to play? Can the Seahawks end up winning 3 of the last 4 games to go 9-8. Can they do it this year? Well, let's see what they have left. Next week they play the Eagles. They have the Eagles, they have the Titans, they have the Steelers, and they have the Eagles, the Titans, the Steelers, and they have Arizona. Well, the Eagles are at home. The Titans are on the road. The Steelers are at home, and Arizona's on the road. Okay? Now, so is that a tough schedule? That's not the toughest schedule left. That's a decent schedule. Now let's go to another team. Let's look at the Rams. Who do the Rams have to play left? Well, the Rams over here, let's see if they have a tougher schedule than us. So the Rams literally have to play. They have Washington, New Orleans, New York, and San Francisco. Well, if they lose to San Francisco, if we know that's already a loss, then the best they can do potentially is 9-8. So what's really interesting, and I don't know if you're back yet, Rooftop looks like he's still busy, but the 9-8 theory. I think there's potentially going to be 2 teams in the NFC making the playoffs 8-9. I really think that's gonna happen.
Did I get any raids?
No raids, but so you see how there's a lot of teams in the NFC right now that only have 6 wins. I think there's going to be at least 2 teams this year that are going to have an 8-9 record making the playoffs in the NFC.
You think so? And before we get into that, I got to show you something, and I want you to tell me your feelings on it. I'm going to show you a video. I made it this morning.
Okay.
It's about Pat Mahomes controversy. He's been in some controversy lately. For some reason, hold on. All right, almost there.
Game into his hands over a call like that doesn't affect the play at all. Didn't affect anything. I mean, it's just tough, man. And like I said, man, that's a Hall of Fame tight end making a Hall of Fame play that won't be shown because we threw a flag for offensive offsides.
Oh, boo-hoo. Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you think Pat Mahomes got screwed over, or think he just needs to grow up and stop making excuses?
No, here's the thing with players and with the league and stuff like that. You know, a lot of players are in this boat where they think that they're getting on. Some players think that some calls don't go their way. The refs are trying to do a lot of refs, I think, get too much flack, and I think they people don't think about it. A ref's job isn't the easiest job. You're making quick decisions. Like, let's say the play lasts no more than 10 seconds. Let's say a play on average lasts like 6 seconds, which is saying, I don't know how long a play really lasts, but if every play is like 6 or 7 seconds long, then you're talking about, hey, you have 6 seconds to determine, is there a foul on that play? Sometimes the refs get it right. Sometimes the refs get it wrong and stuff like that. And so for me, I think it's like, who cares how if a player thinks a call went their way or didn't go their way and they're upset about it? You know, it's like Patrick Mahomes is a good player. I don't get why people should be upset with him for like getting upset about the play. I don't think, because to me at the end of the day, I'm like, it's like move on and let's just
Pat Mahomes. He just didn't have to. He just shouldn't have made a big deal about it.
Yeah, but all players get upset because a call doesn't go their way and stuff like that.
I guess so.
And like you bringing it to light, I'm like, I never heard of the story. And do I
care?
Yeah,
Pat Mahomes was upset about a call that went against him and Travis Kelce.
Yeah. Did they lose a game because of it?
Pat Mahomes thinks so, but I don't think so. I think Chiefs had their issues throughout the entire game anyway. And now it looks like Packers are kicking the ball. That means Giants are going to have the ball back. So that's why they did hit that field goal. So that's why it was a wise decision to go for that field goal. And that's going to be a fair catch.
At the 1 yard line. So
does that mean they start there, or did they get a touchback, or what?
So here my theory out about why I think there's going to be two teams that are going to be 8 and 9 making the playoffs. Look at the AFC South. There's 3 teams that are 6 and 7 right now. You know how many games are left in the season? 4. One of those teams has to go 3 and 4 in their last 4 games. Can they go 75% to get not basically to go 9 and 8?
Yeah, we got first and 10 for the Giants. They have to win every single game if they want to have a breathing chance, of course. And now here's DeVito. He's got some opening, and he is going to run and take off, and he will slide, and that's going to be at least 7 yards on that one.
Yeah, and so that's already one team right there. And if Green Bay does not win this game, one of those teams that are 6 and 7 are going to have to win 3 of their last 4 games to go 8 and 9. Unless Green Bay wins this game, it's going to be a lot tougher for there to be only one for there to not be more than
the Packers winning, or that's why the Packers winning would hurt everyone else.
Yes, because they would go 7 and 9. They would go 7 and 6, and that would hurt everybody else. They have a better chance of then potentially being a 9-win team.
Saquon Barkley, he just got a couple of yards on that one.
That's why we want the Giants to win, because it makes the whole playoff picture so much more exciting. And then, and that's how we can get 2 teams with 8 and 9 records in the playoffs. Wouldn't that be funny? Losing record teams making the playoffs this year.
I mean, it's happened.
But has more than one done it?
Yeah, Seahawks did it in 2010, and then Carolina, and then the Washington football team.
That was in different seasons. That was not in the same season.
3rd and 1, and here's Saquon Barkley, and he's not even going to get it. He actually loses yards, and that means the Giants are going to be forced to punt, and that's not helping the Seahawks one bit.
No.
So playoff picture isn't looking good. I mean, yeah, you're right. If Packers lose, then Seahawks are tied.
Yeah.
Along with the Rams and the Falcons and the Saints.
Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? And so
but Seahawks have to take care of business themselves too, you know.
Yes. But the Oh, wow. Oh, get it. To the Giants with the ball.
Comes out. Wow. The fumble.
And the Giants, I think, got the ball.
Wow.
Wow.
Giants get the ball, catch a break. The Giants did.
Thank you, Giants. Thank you. Just like I said, we're talking about the playoff implications. All of a sudden, I'm like, this game matters, a lot. That's why I'm telling you. That's why I want the
Giants. Now can the Giants respond and make something happen?
Yeah, if they get a touchdown here, wow, that special teams today.
He should have just stayed down. What was he doing?
I know, he tried to go for more yards.
He got greedy.
Yep.
That bits him in the butt.
Wow.
That's not good.
Wow. That is good for the Seahawks.
It does help them in little ways, but the Seahawks got to take care of themselves, though.
Yeah.
And now here is a 1st and 10. 10-7 Green Bay. And now here's DeVito looking to pass, and now here's a short pass, number 17. He's got it, and he gets immediately stopped. And look at that taunting that's going on. Mm-hmm. Is there a flag for that one, or are they just gonna let them hash it out?
Mm-hmm. Wow, the Titans are winning right now.
Titans are winning. Wow. 2nd and 6 for the Giants. They are in field goal range at least. And now he keeps it to himself as DeVito. He's still going. He's running. And he's going to 10, the 5. And is that a touchdown? No, I think he's down to the 1. Down the 1.
I think it's touchdown.
No, I think it's down to the 1. 1st and goal.
Is it? Man, I'm liking this quarterback.
Yeah, he can run.
Man.
Yep, his knee was already down. His knee was down.
Okay. But man, this quarterback guy, he should be more of a running back than
Just like Tim Tebow should have. Tim Tebow should have been a running back.
Wow.
They tried to make him a tight end and it failed in Jacksonville.
Wow, come on, Giants.
And here is a 1st and goal for the Giants. Saquon Barkley in the backfield, along with their fullback. And now here's the blitz, and here's Saquon Barkley, and he is going to break it in for the touchdown.
Yeah.
And the Giants take the lead. And pending PAT, it will be 14-10 New York. Saquon got the ball. There was even the blitz, and they still scored.
You know what the Seahawks could do? They could beat New York, but can Green Bay do it? Maybe not.
Yeah, who knows? And obviously, Barkley broke that plane.
Yeah, multiple times. Look at this. Look how many times he broke the plane.
Oh, and Hannah, the Packers game still means a lot to the Seahawks.
Yes.
But had the Seahawks take care of business many times, they had opportunities, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah. But what's funny is that the Seahawks, even with how bad they've given up some games, that they still make the playoffs after all this, that'd be a ridiculous season. If they go like 8-9 and still make the playoffs,
tank.
It'd be ridiculous.
Tank.
You can't tank because Arizona and all these in Carolina are already so junky.
Jordan Love isn't doing much better than Justin Herbert.
Some of these backup quarterbacks I'm actually starting to really like. Like, I actually like that Jake Browning guy for Cincinnati.
Meh.
I like Jake Browning.
Meh.
I think he's good. He's winning games.
Well, how's it going, Hannah? One of my more loyal subscribers to this channel.
So let's see what some other people's schedules are.
So what do you think every time I say something like, well, at least I'm 2022 fantasy football champion? Like, which one did you like better? Did you like the slow clap one, or did you like the at least I'm 2022 and then the face palm?
I didn't think they were just fine. I wasn't like really in. I didn't think they were that funny.
You didn't think they were that funny? Epic C Films is really dissing on my channel.
No, I'm not. I have some videos I really do enjoy.
Which one did you enjoy the most?
The one about the tackle one. I really like the tackle video. The little short.
Oh, look at that hit! Look at that hit! Oh, did you like the DK Metcalf one? Like, and it's caught by DK Metcalf. Yeah!
Yep, I like that one
Spike
too.
the ball, you guys! Spike the ball!
Yes, I like that one too.
And then the field goal's actually good.
Yes. Let me see who the Green Bay's last schedule is here. Let's see who they're playing left. So let's see who the Green Bay has left after this. Ooh, this is going to get interesting. Look at this. So look at who Green Bay has left to play. Green Bay plays New York tonight. Then they have to go play Tampa Bay next week. And then after that, they go play Carolina. And then their last game of the season, then they play the Vikings, and they play Detroit the last game. So they still have to play the Vikings again, Green Bay. So one of those teams is losing one of those games. So that means that one of those teams can't actually be
You want Minnesota to win that game.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, one of those teams can't be better than like maybe 10 wins.
14-10 New York, as they did catch a lucky break from that fumble.
Yeah.
And now here is the kick, and that's going to go all the way to the end zone.
But even though you're calling that a lucky break, they finished business and got the touchdown off of that. They cleaned up the mess.
Man, so much hits going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a very physical game, to say the least. But that guy, he really should have just took the down.
Yep.
On that kick return, that punt return that was. And that guy screamed. We got a 1st and 10. Had a chiropractor appointment. I was glad it happened. Here's Jordan Love. He fakes it, and here's number 11. He's going for the run. They're doing that sweep again, and he is still going, still running, still hasn't gotten down. Now he gets out of bounds, gets into the Giants sideline, and that's going to be a new fresh of downs.
So what's Tampa Bay's schedule? They have.
Oh, which one do you like better? Do you like this one? This one? This one? I guess you don't really care.
There's some differences to them. There's some that are better than others. Yeah.
And now here is a 1st and 10 for Jordan Love. And we got a man in motion, number 11. And now he fakes it. He here gives it up to number 28, A.J. Dillon. Gets a few yards on that, and Green Bay is still moving the ball.
Ooh. The Buccaneers still have a tough game left. They still have to play. They still have to play the Jaguars this season.
Hannah, what are your appointments? The appointment I had, it was around 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. It was a chiropractor appointment, and my God, it was the most needed adjustment I had. Have you had a chiropractor appointment, Epic Sea Films?
No, I have not.
Yeah, it does something. And now here is a 2nd and 7. And the clock nearly went to 0. And now here is Jordan Love looking to pass, already getting overwhelmed. Dump pass to A.J. Dillon, and they're going to lose a lot of yards on that. That was a lot of yards. While we're waiting, consider making a donation to this channel, to the 5 lovely viewers that I have so far. Donate to the channel. Doesn't have to be $500. I'm okay with $1. The thing is, hopefully I get to a situation where I have to have people pay to... And now here's a 3rd and 17. Here's the big pass. And that is going to be incomplete and nearly picked off, that was. And that means Green Bay is going to be forced to punt.
Ooh, so that's interesting. So the Falcons played the New Orleans Saints the last game of the season. The Falcons Saints. So either one of those teams, only one of them can go and have at most 10 wins if they win out the rest of their season. The Falcons have the easier schedule.
And now here is the punt, and will the Giants make a mistake like Green Bay did? He fair caught it, and looks like that's going to go all the way back to the 13.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's Packers football, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I did not get grossly rated. Not this time. Here's the thing. The way I see it, even if I didn't get the grossy raids, if my channel has to depend on grossy raids, then I'm probably doing something wrong. Oh, that actually hit off of the Giants player. And I think that could be a turnover. That hit right off of 21. And I think Green Bay is going to get the ball on this. Did you see that? I think they are going to get the ball back. I had a feeling that there was something fishy about that. And that's that's a turnover by Giants. And look at that. Jordan Love, he is already in the red zone. Now here's Love. He hands it over to his running back, and he's going to get at least 6 yards on that play. Last year, you were also the 7th seed. You missed the playoffs by 1 game.
Ooh, the Saints have a tough schedule. Let's see what the Saints have.
And now here is a 2nd and 5 for Jordan Love. Can they get this complete to finish this drive? Man in motion. And here's Jordan Love. He's got some time to pass.
Whoa!
Jordan Love is going. Oh, he did not have plenty of time, and he is going to get sacked. It's going to be a 3rd down for Jordan Love. Last year, I was the 3rd seed. I almost got the 1st seed. And also, guys, I gotta show you at the commercial break. I gotta show you last year's finals results. It was third. Here is a 3rd and 10. Here's Love. He's got some time to pass, and here is the throw, and that is incomplete. And Jordan Love lost track, and now the Green Bay Packers may be forced to.
They're
hit the
settling.
field
They have to
goal.
settle for field goals again, and that's not good settling for field goals.
Hey, Rooftop, next football season, you should try to make a fantasy football with subscribers. Ooh. Here's the thing. It's not going to be for money. It's going to be for fun and for content. But it's definitely a consideration, but we'll see. Not sure about it, though. Because it depends on other parts of content that I'm going to be doing as well. And now here's a 4th and 10, and here is the kick, and that is good. A field goal for Green Bay. And now they close it to a 1-point lead for the San Francisco New York Giants. With
The San
2 films as
Francisco
well.
Giants? What's the San Francisco New York Giants?
I don't know. I'm definitely not going to short that one. All right, here is the results of the 2022 Fantasy Football Champion, where I go, well, at least I'm 2022 Fantasy Football Champion. That was the score. I called myself the tanking Seahawks. Everyone take a look at that. Everyone said that I got insanely lucky. Just take a look how close that really was. And that was against the first seed team WTF. I mean, Epic Sea Films, I know you don't care, but how would you feel if you were in that situation?
I would, how I would feel, I'd be like, okay, I didn't win. I got 2nd place. Still good.
I guess so.
I would still think of it in a positive light. I wouldn't say, oh, I'm so bitter because I lost by 1 point and like things didn't go my way and stuff like that. I'd be like, okay, I tried. You know, this is the best seating I ever got. I'm like, okay, I can do better next year.
Yeah, reasons why I won is because this fool decided to put Baker Mayfield as his quarterback, and he tried to say, well, I don't have any other quarterbacks to play. That was his excuse. But I won in the most narrow margins possible. It was good times.
That show looked kind of cool. Is a commercial for Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, next week, I'm going to be back for Monday Night Football and Epic Sea Films. I think you said you're not going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately so. So I'm going to have to find someone else to do Monday Night Football with. Hopefully I can find anyone.
It's a space opera directed by Zack Snyder. But part of it kind of reminded me of like a Star Wars thing. It looked like a Star Wars ripoff.
Man, Star Wars has completely just died on me.
No, but have you seen this Rebel Moon? You should look up the trailer later and see it because it looks like a Star Wars ripoff, but it might be better.
Good. Well, it can't be worse than what Disney's doing, right?
It's going to be on Netflix. It's a Netflix thing. Sometimes Netflix makes good movies.
I guess so.
And Zack Snyder makes some good movies. Like I like Man of Steel. 300 is good. Like Man of Steel and stuff like that. 300.
I gotta find that video. And looks like we are back from the break, so I better refocus and get the game back.
Uh-huh. Well, the question goes back to is who do you want those last 2 spots? Or who do you want to be in the playoffs? Like you have 3 spots. You have the 4 seed for the NFC. You have the NFC South.
No, I don't want the Seahawks to make the playoffs. So I'll make that easier. They're not going to make the playoffs, and I don't want them to anyway.
The Vikings are in the 6th spot, and they're 7-6. Do you want the Vikings in?
Yes.
And then who else would you want in? Like which of the NFC South teams do you want in? You know
Green Bay.
Carolina's not going to make it. Well, the NFC South, you'd have like, do you want Tampa Bay in? Or do you want?
Yeah, I want the Baker Mayfield cool story. And now here is a 1st and 10 for DeVito. Hopefully they can get some scoring back. And here's DeVito with the pass, and that is caught. and that's going to go out of bounds. So at least 5 yards on that one.
And then you have like the 7th seed. Who do you want in? Do you want the Green Bay story of like Jordan Love making the playoffs his first year being the quarterback? Do you want that storyline?
I want that storyline. So that means because that way Geno Smith cannot have a good storyline.
If Geno, but like, do you don't want the Geno Smith or Geno making the playoffs 2 years in a row?
No. I'm tired of mediocrity. I'd
What
rather
about
just
LA? Do you want LA to have like say like, oh, because of our injuries, we recovered now, we made the playoffs?
Yeah, I'm good with that. And here is a 2nd and 5. And looks like there's a flag. Looks like that could be
I'll start.
false start on the offense.
Oh.
Eagles are now in the 5th seed because of the Cowboys.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And now here's a 2nd and 10. 6:50 left in the 3rd quarter. And now he's looking to pass. And here's DeVito. Escapes the sack near. Nope. He still gets sacked, but he nearly escaped it.
Yeah, he got back to the line of scrimmage, so it wasn't like a
did.
loss. It's still pretty good.
It really is.
Oh, Watt's on the ground.
Watt's hurt. Not good. Well, he is definitely shaken up.
Mhm.
Philadelphia is currently the Tottenham Hotspur of the NFL. Why don't you explain that, Hannah? Because at least the Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2017. And here we are.
Some people say this the saddest team in football to be a fan for is the Lions.
Yeah, and they said it was the Cleveland Browns for a long time.
The Browns have, like, I think, previous championships before the NFL, before the Super Bowl era or something like that. But the Cleveland Browns were never. Yeah, the Lions have been bad for years too. Some people feel sympathy for them.
The Lions?
Yeah, and also the whole story with even like the LA story where like they got rid of like Jared Goff, and now Jared Goff has to recreate himself on a new team and stuff like that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, do you feel bad for that? Like, do you think he got thrown under the bus with the whole trade with like Matthew Stafford?
Yeah, he definitely did.
But the thing about it is, how long?
Oh, here it is. Here was the low point of my fantasy football season. DK Metcalf doesn't even play for my fantasy football team. And once again, I lose and go 1-6.
Well, at least I'm 2022 fantasy football champion.
DK Metcalf does. Good times, right? When my team was really bad. Here is the pitch. And here's a fly ball. Oops.
There goes the Mariners content. Woo!
That was baseball.
Oh, baseball. I said Mariners.
We got Winston. Lions are the only one-around team from the beginning to never reach the Super Bowl. No. No, the Browns never made the Super Bowl either.
But the Browns are not the traditional Browns anymore. They're technically the Ravens. Their history. If you actually want to go down that rabbit hole. Because the actual current Browns are actually the expansion team Browns.
Yeah, and they still never made the Super Bowl either. They've only made the playoffs twice.
So it depends on which way you want to go with the history of that. But like a lot of teams that haven't made haven't been there to the Super Bowl yet. Like Houston and Jacksonville are newer teams, so you can't say, hey.
Yeah, you can't say for sure yet. Oh, yeah. One of the only ones around, yes, I guess from the beginning. But neither the Browns make the Super Bowl either. Also, what's even more shameful is that Barry Sanders didn't get much out of it either. And here is DeVito. He's going for the pass, and that is caught by the tight end. That should be a first down. And I think that is going to be a first down.
Yep. Woo!
Giants are racing the field right now.
You know what would be really funny? What if the Giants went out the rest of their season with Tommy Delfino and make the playoffs? How do you like that storyline?
Be a great storyline, but it won't happen.
It might not happen, but it'd be a cool storyline if the Giants somehow made the playoffs of all these teams.
After all that unloading.
Yes.
Oh, and here's DeVito. He fakes it out again. Oh, he took a big hit. but he's still getting up, and that's going to be another first down for the New York Giants.
Yeah. Yeah.
When do you think hey Christian, when do you think the Lions should have won that Super Bowl though? They just couldn't get to that next level.
Well, did they ever get into the Super Bowl game? Have they ever been in a Super Bowl game?
No, they've never been in a Super Bowl.
So then have they ever made it to the NFC Championship?
Yeah, with Barry Sanders.
Okay.
And here is a 1st and 10. 5 minutes left in this quarter. And he gives it to number 31's getting it, and that's going to be another few yards of gain. We're looking at a 2nd down so far.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at 2nd and 3.
Man, look at the guy throw his helmet down.
Yeah, he's really upset. He's been having a terrible game, that's to say the least.
But should you take it out on your helmet?
I guess so. And here is a 2nd and 3.
Uh-oh, is that outside?
Oh, I think that could be offsides. Nope. And that's the number 31 and still gets it. Nope, doesn't matter anyway. That should have been offsides, but
That should have been a flag thrown. It should have been a free play.
you really should have.
Yeah.
See, that's why you got to be, when you're the ref, you got to be like on your game. Like I've done referee-ish before. Like I ran football games at a recess. You cannot have your eyes off of anything. Your eyes have to be on the ball constantly. That's how stressful the job is.
I think people diss on refs too much.
I do
I think
too.
it's a harder job than people think it is.
It
They
is.
get so upset because they get upset when their team doesn't get the call.
That's what it basically is.
Yeah.
And now it looks like we have a flea flicker opportunity, and here is the
Oh,
pass,
it's
and that is caught!
God, my
That
son!
is caught!
Oh
And
man,
you're slightly
that's
ahead of me, but that is a big catch.
Yeah, usually I'm behind you. You're ahead, and today I'm ahead of you. That's so weird.
Okay, I'm think I'm back up to par now.
Okay, but isn't that yeah? Wow, come on, New York! Wow, I'm liking this New York team. I'm liking this quarterback guy.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah,
I think he might be heavily coveted for playoff drive for the Fantasy Football League. And now here is a 1st and 10. And now here's DeVito. He's keeping the ball, and he's going to take a slight sack on that one. Oh, you want to know if I did? Here, Christian, at commercial break, I'll show you exactly how I reacted to it. Just be ready for it. I think you might like it.
mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I remember in my softball league, in my championship game, I remember the umpire made questionable calls, and hold on, we got a 2nd and 11 coming up for the Giants. DeVito's actually looking pretty decent today. And now got a man in motion, and he's going to hand it off to Saquon Barkley, and he gets at least a few yards. So there were controversial calls that were made against my team. I was pitching, and he wouldn't call strikes because he didn't like the way I pitched. And I remember my teammate, after we gave up like 10, 15 runs, she tried to challenge the umpire. And guess what I did? Do you think I let her do it, or do you think I restrained her? It's like, hey, get back in the dugout. Let's move on. Dead silent. And now looking at the 3rd and 7, and here is DeVito. He's got time to pass. Looks like he's going to run, and he's going for the pass, and that's going to be... Is that caught for the touchdown? It looks like he did catch it.
I think his feet are in.
And that is a touchdown. Touchdown, Giants.
Yes! Come on, Giants.
Let's go, Giants.
Wow.
Wow. Yep.
Look at the crowd.
But hey, do you think that I restrained my teammate and just say, hey, let's move on? Or do you think I let her do it? Arguing with the umpire or the ref. Yep, feet are in. But yeah, anyways, I definitely did restrain my teammate and said, yeah, we're just going to move on. Don't let bad calls get to you. We did lose, though, unfortunately. And now that's going to be 21-13. And Christian, I have a special treat for you. Get ready for it.
The game into his hands over a call like that doesn't affect the play at all. Didn't affect anything. I mean, it's just tough, man. And like I said, man, that's a Hall of Fame tight end making a Hall of Fame play that won't be shown because we threw a flag on for offensive offsides.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
To take the game into his hands over a call like that doesn't affect the play at all. Didn't affect anything. I mean, it's just tough, man. And like I said, man, that's a Hall of Fame tight end making a Hall of Fame play that won't be shown because we threw a flag on for offensive offsides.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
That's the rules of the game. If the rules of the game say, hey, this is what it is, move on. You know, he's trying to bring light to something that shouldn't need to be light to, I think.
Yeah, because had the Chiefs won the game, he doesn't talk about that.
Yeah. And so to me, like, I saw the play. I've seen the play before. I saw it when it was live. And I was like, the thing about it is, like, it's like these players, everybody gets so upset when things don't go their way. And I'm like, why are you upset
I
when
think
things
this
don't go your
whole
way?
thing
Move
about
on.
the victim mentality just needs to stop. And like,
Yeah.
because here's my problem with blaming the refs and the umpire. When you're blaming them, you're basically deflecting blame on your own team and losing the opportunity to hold your own team accountable. But then you have to look for blame, because here's the thing. Do you learn anything when you lose? Do you learn from anything from blaming the refs, or do you learn from actually seeing what you did wrong throughout the game and try to improve from that?
Yeah. Well, my thing is, like, my mom says this a lot, where it's like the only person you can blame is yourself. You know?
Yeah, but we now live in a society where it's all about blaming everyone else.
Because everybody's trying to cop out. Everybody's trying to cop out at the end of the day, I think.
Because they don't want to take accountability for themselves.
That's the true thing. And so people like especially like managers, a lot of times, sometimes will find someone else to cop out. Like, you know, and sometimes I get where, like, you could say this person's more to blame than this person. I get that when you're on a team, but like at the end of the day, you had you contributed part of that success. And the thing you have to think about is, like, who goes first at the hierarchy of that level. And so for me, it's like if I did something wrong, it's like, that's my fault, you know, and stuff like that, you know. And it's like, you know, and you should take, like, you know, accountability for yourself.
Like, would you agree that if you lose and you blame the refs, would you say that is making excuses?
It's making excuses. You know, you lost the game. It's like you should have put yourself in that situation where the ref had to make one call that.
Well, and here's the thing. Here's the way I see it. If you're a team and you have to depend on one play, you have to depend on the umpire or the ref to win the game, then you're probably not good at all. You probably didn't deserve to win anyway.
Yeah, and this happens all the time. And so
Seattle fans are the kings or the queens of blaming refs.
Sometimes the call goes your way. Sometimes the call doesn't go your way. The refs make tough decisions. And I feel like a lot of people, when they want a certain team to win, they get so upset.
And now here's a 1st and 10. He hands it off. Oh, and that looks like a broken play. And now here's Jordan Love. He's got to make the big pass. And he's getting broken up right now. And he's got to just throw it away. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching football my whole life and never heard you get one free offsides with a warning. But even then, the Chiefs still should have, like, figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Another reason I hate the Mariners. So you hate the Mariners because they blame umpires all the time. Is that what it is, Hannah? That was such a broken play. And Love couldn't find anything out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And now here is a 2nd and 10. And now here is... Oh! And that looks like that could be a face mask call. A.J. Dillon was looking for a face mask, but he's not going to get it. Mm-hmm. Now, Rooftop, what about Thursday night football game when Seahawks played Dallas? Again, the defense was terrible. Yeah. And Geno Smith should have finished those 2 drives that he had. So I'm not going to blame the refs on that one. And plus, Seahawks have their own mess of problems. And here is a 3rd and 5. And plus, did Husky fans take accountability that the call that roughing the passer call that should have went against them, like they didn't have a problem with that. And now here's a 3rd and 5, and here is the pass, and that is caught, and that's going to be a first down and more, and heading close into Giants territory.
Yeah, but it's like how society goes. People try to find people to blame and stuff like that, and like a call's the call. You have to you can't go back and change a call once the call has been officialized. You really want to go back in history and change every call you thought didn't go your way? You can't do that.
I never heard that excuse. Yeah, we were way off sides, but don't call it because it was a really cool play. Yeah, because Pat Mahomes. And then here's a 1st and 10. And now here it gives it off to the running back, and he gets about 5 yards. He muscled his way through it. The Mariners have to be the most victim-carded supporters of any club. In fact, they don't have any true supporters. Actually, there's a slight inaccuracy.
Yeah.
The fans are still going to show up, even though the ownership always gives them the middle finger, because they have clearly shown the middle finger that the ownership just doesn't care. Like, here's the thing that bothers me. How the Dodgers were able to negotiate to only pay $2 million a year, and the Mariners couldn't even do that? The Mariners should have been able to do something like that. They couldn't make these time. I think that this ownership group and even Jerry Dipoto, I think there's just a lot of laziness and lack of creativity when it comes to these free agents. Like, Connie should have been an easy get for the Mariners. You were saying, C Films?
Well, I think at the end of the day, here's one of the interesting things about statistics and about calls. You can find stats that make your team sound good or bad depending on how you manipulate the stats and how you look at information. Because people can bring up stats that sound good about your team and bring up facts that sound bad about your team. Like, look at the Mariners. You could say for years they've been bad, but you can also come up with stats that make them sound decent or make them sound great. Depending on what stats you're looking at.
And thank you, Hannah, for the constant updates.
Yeah, because I think the Mariners. I think even with the Mariners, even though the way I look at the Mariners and what I see from an outside perspective, because I don't follow them, but I see them not making the playoffs. I see them making bad moves and not keeping players, but getting rid of players before their prime. I see that all the time. That's what I see from an outside perspective.
And yet we're supposed to be, because here's the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people say the Yankees are the bad guys, Houston Astros are bad guys, but do you know who is really to blame for the Mariners losing all the time? Guess who? Who is the blame? The Mariners themselves. Mm-hmm. Because the Mariners have the enemy within. Their ownership is the enemy within.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be hard to keep following the Mariners if this is it. This is their window to go for it, and they're cutting payroll. I mean, that's a thing. Like, the Mariners had a very short window before they cut everyone. Like here's the thing. I was okay getting rid of Teo, but Suarez I was not okay with. That was not a good move. And now you don't have your third baseman, and now we have Luis Urias, Josh Rojas, second. Here's the thing. I'm still going to keep following the Mariners because this is the channel. I got to keep up with them. Keep the fans engaged in some way. And plus, there's going to be a lot of fans out there that will not pay the extra $18. So the Mariners, they really treat their customers like absolute garbage.
Well,
they're not putting a winning product either. And they're raising ticket prices, raising season tickets every single year. I may not even go to a game next year. And now here's a 2nd and 5. He's hitting it to number 27, and that's going to be a first down, and Green Bay is trying to keep it close.
That's why some people don't like their team to tank. Going back to your argument here from earlier, it's you think the team should tank, well, why should a team tank?
But
if your team's not competitive, different. Why would you pay more for tickets?
It's different. The Mariners actually do have potential to be World Series contenders, but they're tanking. Seahawks have no potential.
They do have potentials to be a competitive playoff team and go at least win.
I don't want to just be competitive. I want Super Bowl or lose.
But do people think that the Mariners right now are a Super Bowl contender?
And now here's Jordan Love with the pass, and that's going to be caught, just bobbled, and number 87 makes the catch, and he goes down. You were saying?
Well, do you think the Mariners – because I don't think the Mariners are a team that could win the Super Bowl can win a World Series right now.
No,
I
they
don't think the
can't.
Mariners
Oh
can.
yeah, and Winston, yeah. If the Mariners were like a 75 win team, I'll be like, yeah, let's tank, let's blow it all up like they did after 2018. But the Mariners missed the playoffs by one freaking game, and you're tanking. Now I sound like a hypocrite, don't I?
Yeah, because like let's say the Seahawks missed the playoffs by one game this year. Then your argument for the Mariners doesn't make sense because you're saying, well, if they're only one game away, they shouldn't tank. They should just try to like fix what they have, the problems they have. See?
Seahawks have potential. Kenneth Walker, JSN, DK Witherspoon, they have potential. Yes, but let's get a real quarterback. Geno Smith has all the unlimited weapons. He has DK Metcalf, Jackson Smith-Jigba. You got Tyler Lockett. You got Will Dissly's healthy and Noah Fant, and you still are just in the hunt. This team should be running away with a Super Bowl. 2nd and 6.
See, so you're saying we do have a Super Bowl contending team if we can get our act together.
And here's Jordan Love on the play action, and that is caught, and that's going to be a first down. It would be impossible for the Mariners to tank with the talent they have, unless they decided to one up the San. You mean the San Diego Padres? They're tanking. Like, just talking about the Mariners, it just really hurts my brain.
Yeah, but see, maybe the decisions that they're making are not ones that you like, but maybe they think they're good decisions because maybe these other guys will be good pieces that will actually be still competitive.
No, they
for
won't.
the team in the future.
And now here is a 1st and 10. Now here is another like double kind of thing. Here's number 11. He makes a nice spin move, and he's going to lose yards on that.
Yeah.
Oh, you did mean the Los Angeles Chargers, did you?
Yeah. But my whole theory here is another theory is: do you believe in the Moneyball philosophy?
It doesn't work. Here's the thing. It works if you're trying to rebuild from scratch. But if you're trying to contend for a World Series, you still got to spend the money. You can't just cheap your way out of it.
Well, if you
And it only works if you have a good manager, which they don't. And now here's a 2nd and 11. And now here it is, looking to pass. Here's Jordan Love, and he's having some trouble. Here is the pass, and that's going to be, incomplete. Someone pointed out that maybe Mariners ownership is broke. Well, I don't think they're broke because they continue to make profits every single season. Like, let's take a look at the stats. Top 10 MLB profits.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I was going to say is about the Moneyball strategy can work. It's just the thing about it is you have to find players that are on the
But
rise.
it has to be on the rise, and you have to have a good manager. But the Mariners don't have a good manager.
Yeah, because if you find players that you think have the potential to do really well, then you can do the Moneyball strategy. But if you know a player's already really good, you have to pay the money for them. So how do you find players that are before their prime, before their
Mariners were at least middle of the tier in revenue.
Yeah.
So they should be spending the money.
Well, remember when we went to the games, they get about 2/3 of their attendance.
Yeah.
So they're only missing out on 1/3 of attendance. They're not getting the worst attendance in football. They're like what? At least get half to 2/3 of their attendance every game.
Yeah, they still do pretty well, and they do better when there's better teams playing.
Yeah.
Only because it's the other team fans. Now we have a 3rd and 11 so far.
Mhm.
Jordan Love has got to get this, but he still has time for the rest of the game. Titans are leading 13-10. Wow.
Yeah.
And now here's Jordan Love looking to pass, and he gets sacked, and he goes down.
Woo.
And now that's going to be forced to kick the field goal.
Jordan Love seems slow.
Jordan Love is off today.
Does he feel slow to you?
Yes.
Is he even a good runner? Because I haven't seen him do many runs.
No, I don't
today.
think he is much of a runner at all.
So he's almost like an Aaron Rodgers kind of guy, not running much.
That's what they're trying to base it on.
Yeah. Remember earlier when they compared him to Aaron Rodgers in their first like 12 starts or something like that, and it was like, I'm like, they're
And
trying
now
to make
here
him
is
too
the
good.
kick, and that is no good.
Wow!
That is
yes!
no good.
Yes!
And Green
yes!
Bay misses the kick.
Yes!
Wow.
Wow! Huh.
Unbelievable.
Wow!
Giants are Green Bay is in big trouble right now.
But think about this. What's interesting about it is that like 75% of the teams every year, at least 75 to like 90% of the teams every year, or at least have 5 wins. How many teams don't get 5 wins every year? Even going back to last season, you can say there might have been only like 2 or 3 teams that didn't have 5 wins last year. Like it's pretty hard not to win at least 5 games.
Oh yeah, Dave Roberts, Scott Service. Yes, I don't like Scott Service because he does terrible with his players. He has terrible bullpen management, terrible lineup setup. And Winston, about the whole thing going broke, then he shouldn't be in the business. He can always sell off his team. He's made more value on this team. Anyways, I'll be right back. I gotta get something.
Okay. So looking at this stat last year, look at this. There was 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 4 teams last year that didn't even win 5 games last year. So you're talking about 4 of 32 teams. Only 4 of 32 teams did not actually at least win 5 games. So you're talking about like even the worst team, the 2 worst teams last year, which was Houston and Chicago, won 3 games. It's hard to basically lose every single game. If you're a tanking team, even if you're a bad team, you still win like 5 games.
Yeah.
Most of the time. So it's like the difference between a 5-win team and making the playoffs, which is like 9 wins, is like 4 games. You know? Mm-hmm. And so that's something I just noticed there is like you change, you know. So it's like people don't realize the difference between like making and not making the playoffs isn't that much in football because a game here, a game there could change everything.
Yeah. Watching the Mariners really makes me want to rip my ears out.
Because yeah.
Big testing. Oh, wow. Look how loud that is. Yep. I was just testing the big microphone. And now we are back from the break. One of these days, I will be able to have commercials from small businesses because they sponsored me, but just not there yet. And it's still going to be a long ways to go. Tommy DeVito, he has 99 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and 71 rushing yards.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 1st and 10. He has the ball, and now he's handing it off. No, he's giving it to himself. No, that was Saquon Barkley.
You know what's crazy? If New York and Tennessee win today, they both go to 5 wins.
5 wins, huh?
And they're considered bad teams. They're still going to have a 5-win season at least. After these games, they still have 4 games to win at least one of their last 4 games. So they could at least be 6-win teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you look at like Washington just needs 1 more win to get to 5 games. You need and then
and a 2nd and 10 for DeVito.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to pass. Let's see what we can do. And that is caught by the tight end. He's going to get at least 5 yards on that one.
Mm-hmm. New England's won 3 games. They're 3-10 right now. So they need to win 2 more games to go to 5. Arizona's at 3-10, and then Carolina's at 1-12. So there's going to be less teams this year with under 5 wins this year.
Yeah.
That's how balanced the
DeVito
league
is 13 of 16 in passage. He has 105 passing yards.
Mm-hmm. If you're above 70%, that's a good passing percentage if you're above 70%.
3rd and 4. Oh, and that clock is going to 0. That should be flagged. And now here's DeVito's got some time. He's getting pressured, and he's just going to throw this away.
It's crazy. You look at the NFC and like most teams have 6 wins. Then you look at you go to the AFC and most teams have 7 wins. It's like they're 1 game better. Do you see the Denver
It's a
Broncos
4th and
this year?
4.
Denver 7-6. Would you say the Russell Wilson trade was a wash now because of how good Russell
It's
Wilson
starting
played
to
this year?
it's starting to become a wash. It really is.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, I thought that the Seahawks won just because of those draft picks, but those draft picks, I mean, Witherspoon has been okay, and other first-round picks were meh. Noah Fant was a good piece, but it doesn't make up for Russell Wilson, obviously. Drew Lock has just been atrocious.
No, well, like at the end of the day, like both our teams, well, see, it all depends because the Seahawks. So if you base it on just record alone, right now potentially the Seahawks have a better record of the 2 teams overall for the first 2 years right now.
Yeah.
Because last year Denver won 5 games; they were like 5-12, and we were 9-8. So we won 4 more
KFC
games.
tacos. I have got to try this.
Get KFC wraps.
I got to try that
Mhm.
sometime.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying. So they would have to win 4 more games than us this year to basically tie our record and have about the same record as us, or something like that. And is that possible?
Who knows?
If you just base it on record alone, we still have the advantage. But if you base it on like team the changing tide, they're on the rise. We're on the downslide. So I'm just saying, depends on what stats you want to go off of. But you know who's starting to fall, and I saw the writing on the wall a few years ago, was basically the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills, huh?
Yeah, they're 7-6.
Yeah.
They might not make the playoffs.
They're endangered.
Yeah.
Could be endangered species.
Mm-hmm. I think Josh Allen's one of the most overrated quarterbacks. I think they rank him way too high. I still think Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. Like I would take Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts over taking Purdy.
Oh yeah, obviously they're more talented quarterbacks.
I would take Lamar Jackson over Purdy too.
Well, I don't know about that.
You don't like Lamar Jackson? I like Lamar Jackson. I think a lot of people don't like him because of his attitude.
Yeah, he's a prima donna.
Yes, but he is a good player. And for years he was getting underpaid for his value.
Here's a 1st and 10.
9 minutes left.
Now here is looking to pass. Here's Jordan Love. Here is the pass, and that is caught. And he's still going. He breaks the tackle, and he gets past the 50-yard line.
Let's just hope but the New York Giants defense can hold up. If they can just hold up and keep them to a field goal, this is great.
Let's hope so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now we're looking at 1st and 10. And he's looking to pass is Jordan Love. And now here is a small pass to number 11. And he's going to go to and not much has been done on that.
Mm-hmm. But here's something interesting we talked about tonight is when is it time for a team to basically like do a big rebuild, and when is it time for a team to do a slight rebuild?
I don't know.
Minor
I can't
changes.
really say much.
Yeah, and that's a really hard thing to think about. Is like because you could be a team consistently make the playoffs, but if you never win a Super Bowl, when is it time to break the team up? When does it become time? If you're only just scraping by, that's always a hard question. Like look at the Mariners right now. You had two better seasons in the last 2 years versus like the previous like 10 years, and it's like, do you keep with what's working right now, or do you break it up because you're not doing as great as you want to do? Like you're not getting as close to the Super Bowl. And you didn't make the playoffs. Is it time to break it up? The thing with the Seahawks right now, is it time to break up what we're trying? We're trying something new. Is it time to already break it up?
It's time to break it up. And now here's the 1st and 10. Here is Jordan Love. Here's going for the pass, and that's going to be caught. 6:50 left. So Green Bay is running out of time as of now.
Well, but look at the Seahawks this year. We gave away the Dallas game. We gave away the Rams game. We gave away the Bengals game. That's 3 games we gave away this year. Even if we won one of those games, we'd be a 7-6 team. We'd be in playoffs right now.
Yeah. And now here is a 2nd and 5 for Green Bay. And now here is a little bit of a run, and he goes down, and not much has been done on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another story this year is how bad like the Chargers have been doing. The LA Chargers. Ooh.
3rd and 10 for Green Bay. Yeah. They really got to get this score, or they're going to be in a big mess of trouble.
Yeah, let's see if we can stack them here. This will be huge.
Green Bay trying to keep their hopes alive for this game, and they're still very much in it. And now here's Jordan Love going to pass, and now here is the big pass, and that is going to be incomplete. Could not complete the catch, and that's going to be 4th and 10. That means
the guy talking to him because the player trying to talk to him.
Yeah, he's trying to talk and like just trash talking, man.
He's like trying to hype the guy up, and the guy's like, "Oh, just trying to listen." So ridiculous. Well, the interesting question would be, did Aaron Rodgers make the playoffs his first year?
4th and 10. He did not. 4th and 10, and here is the kick, and that is good. And Green Bay brings it to a 5-point game.
Mm-hmm. With 5.5 minutes left, which at the earliest they'll get the ball back would be like 3:30. So they have 3.5 minutes to score a touchdown to win the game if the other team doesn't score.
Just saying. Yeah.
If the other team can get 2 first downs, that really does help. That'll get you to like the 2-minute warning.
Mm-hmm.
And so you would have like basically 2 minutes to score to put more pressure on them.
It is now 21-16. Giants have the ball. Green Bay still has a chance to at least get the ball back if they can play well defensively, and they are still wells away from that 2-minute warning.
Yeah, but like I said, every time you go through 4 downs, it takes about 2 minutes off the clock, at least 1.5 minutes. So they're not going to get the ball back before maybe 4 minutes.
I know, right?
Yeah, so by the time they get the ball back, they'll have 4 minutes to score, which is still quite a bit of time, but 4 minutes is 4 minutes.
4 minutes is 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So if they can get at least 1 first down, that pushes the clock to almost a 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
I'll show some clips of that guy, the quarterback guy from high school.
Wow, that was in high school, was it? Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, I told you he played really close to here.
Now here is a 1st and 10. He played close to, in New York. And now here's Saquon Barkley, and he runs it, gets a nice big gainage on that.
Yep. Yeah, there's no reason to go fast now for New York.
Second and 4. And now here is the run to Saquon Barkley, and he has a nice breakaway speed. Gets to close to the 50.
Yes. I think since Tom Brady has retired from playing football, I think the face of the NFL is becoming Patrick Mahomes.
It has been Patrick Mahomes. It's been Pat Mahomes even before Brady retired.
It was becoming
At one
him.
point, it was like Tom Brady, like a mix of Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning.
Yeah, but I think now it's like who's second to basically top to Patrick Mahomes right now as the face of the NFL?
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and now DeVito. Clock is going down, and now here is to Barkley, and he breaks it away, and he's going to get the first down on this one, and he is still going. Gets the guy to fall down. That's down to the 20, and the ball's out, and Green Bay picks it up, but is that considered down? It looks like, no, they're still running the play. And he's still going. And I think that ball was out and that recovered by the Green Bay Packers. He is still running and still going. He still hasn't gotten down yet. And now, is that going to, now there's some like conversations going on? Do you think that
Was
was
the guy's knees down?
We'll have to
before the
see
ball
what it
came out?
was.
They have to review that play because I think the guy's knees were down. Look at this. His knee was already down.
They're saying the
His
knees
knee
were
was already down. The ground can't cause a fumble. The guy's knee was down.
Shh. Oh, wow. Green Bay got the ball.
How?
Oh, wow. It's a tough call. I wonder if they're going to review it, though. They're calling it a fumble. So much chaos
He was
in this
already
game.
touched prior. They said he regained himself.
That's
running.
the thing. It was about the regain.
Prior.
Saquon Barkley, third career fumble loss in 1,413 touches. He does protect the ball well usually. And now here's a 1st and 10, and they are already in the red zone. And now here is to A.J. Dillon, and that's going to be a nice 8-yard run. It was a fumble, indeed. And that could be very costly for everyone. Costly to the Seahawks, costly to the Rams, the Vikings.
Well,
And now here's a 2nd and 2. And now here's A.J. Dillon, and he is going to, I don't think he's going to get the first down on that. I don't think he will.
No, he didn't.
Getting close to the 2-minute warning. It's only 1 minute away from the 2-minute warning. And now here's a 3rd and 1, and here's Dillon again, and he's going to get there for the first down. Imagine if the Seahawks missed the playoffs by 1 game. That we may look at that play by Saquon Barkley. But you never know. And now here is a 1st and 10, and here's Jordan Love with the pass, and that's going to be caught. by 87. Second and 4.
Okay.
And now I got to do this. It's been a while since I've done it, but I'm going to do it right now. You'll just take a guess.
You're going to play that video of us?
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And if you want those services, give a call at 206-992-4465 and use the promo code Modern Rooftop to get 20% off of your first use. And wow, what a game this has been so far. What a wonderful time to be greeted with such wonderful advert. Yeah. Hopefully I'll get some more ads, and hopefully you can get your staging business going so you could sponsor yourself here too. Someday, or at least more importantly, just build your business. Of course, C Films would say that. He's a hello. He's a guest. Here, C Films, I got something for you. And now here's a 2nd and 4. And here's the playoff picture. Right now, the 49ers are the first seed. Then you got the Cowboys, then the Lions, and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In the wild card, you got the Eagles, Vikings, and the Green Bay Packers. In the hunt, you got the Rams, Seahawks, Falcons, and Saints. So if the Seahawks want to have any kind of a chance, Green Bay has to lose. And now here's 2nd and 4. And now here's Jordan Love going to pass. He's got some time. And here is the big pass. And that is caught by 87. But that is incomplete. Not going to get it done. 3rd and 4. If Giants can force a field goal, they would have caught a huge break. That was a good catch by Dobbs, though. But he just couldn't get the second foot down. If that's college, that's a touchdown.
Or that's XFL.
XFL's a 1-footer?
Yeah.
Do you think it should be 1 foot, or do you think it should be 2 foot?
I like the 2-foot rule because it makes it
3rd
harder.
and 4 for Green Bay. No running back with him with Jordan Love. And now Love is waiting. 5 seconds left on the play clock. The clock is really going down. And now here is Jordan Love, and here is a short pass. And that's going to be a first down and a little bit more. And that's a fresh set of downs for Green Bay. We got a minute 50 left in this game. Jordan Love is 1 for 6 at the red zone. Got no running back with him. Got 10 seconds left on the play clock. And now here it is for the first down. And here's Love. He's looking to run a little bit, and he does get at least a few yards on that to make it a 2nd and about, I would say, a 6 maybe?
I was thinking 5, but
C Films, Thursday the 14th. Can Los Angeles Chargers fill SoFi Stadium with their own fans is the true question there. Or will they get outdone by Raider fans? I will say this. San Diego should have never lost their team. It should have been the Oakland Raiders going to Los Angeles. I like the LA Raiders. It's very catchy.
What do you think the next team to move in the NFL is going to be?
I don't know. It's not really clear at the moment.
Some people are saying, would it be Jacksonville?
I don't think it'll be Jacksonville. They're trying to build a new stadium. Unless that falls apart somehow.
Yeah.
But where would they move? 2nd and goal for Jordan Love.
I know that'd be weird if Portland got in a race and was like, we want to have team in Portland, Oregon.
2nd and goal.
I'm just
It's going to be a minute 42 left. And now here's Jordan Love. He's going to pass. He's still getting pressured. And now here is the throw, and that is caught. Oh, no, it dropped.
Yes.
They just could not catch the ball.
Woo! Good punch out.
Wow.
Yes. Good punch out.
Just right at the very last
Yes.
moment.
Woo!
C Films, when do you fly again?
2 Wednesdays from now.
2 Wednesdays from now.
Yes. But I don't know if I can do next week.
Because you're packing and stuff or something?
Yeah, and family stuff because I have some family stuff that might be going on Monday.
I see.
Yeah, it depends on my schedule and since on other people's schedules.
That. And now we are looking at a 3rd down. And what do we got here?
Timeout.
Conversations going on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, official review. They're reviewing the play now as an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass, yeah.
Oh, God. This is ridiculous. Now they're going to review this play. Please don't give it to the Packers after you called it an incomplete pass.
No, it's got to be incomplete. That's not a touchdown. Hey, everyone put it in the comments. Do you guys think that's a touchdown?
Let's see. He has 1 foot come down, and then the other foot comes down, and then the ball gets punched out. 2 feet were down, then the ball punches out. Look at this. Watch. 1 foot down, 1 foot down, ball then punches out. Does it just need to be 2 foot down?
Who knows? I think usually it is a 2 foot down rule.
So are they going to reverse this call now?
They think it should be incomplete pass. Yep, ruling on the field stands. It's incomplete. That is definitely incomplete.
Wow. Even though both feet came down and the guy punches out after the fact.
Exactly.
Wow. I was thinking it was going to go the other way, but
And now we're looking at 3rd and goal. It's a very intense moment for the San Francisco Giants. New York Giants. 3rd and goal.
That's twice you've done that
for
tonight.
Jordan Love. It looks like there was an offsides thing on there. It looks like they're doing the audible. Here's Love. He's going to pass. Got to do a quick one, and that is going to be caught. And is that going to be a touchdown? I don't know if he broke the plane on that. Do you think that's a touchdown? That is a touchdown! And Green Bay scores, and they are going to take the lead.
Wow.
The ref had to get up, and now Giants are left for their man. I mean, he did break that plane. Yep, that was broken plane. So as long as the ball crosses the line, that's a touchdown.
So do you go for a 2-point conversion here?
Let me take a look. I gotta see what the scoring spread. Yeah, you got to go for the 2-point conversion because even if you score 1 on the PAT, yeah, you got to go for it. You got to go for a 2 because you got to at least worst case scenario force the overtime. You got to go for that 2-point conversion. And DeVito is getting ready. And you can't really blame this on DeVito if the Giants lose. You got to blame it on their defense and that Saquon Barkley could not hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
And yep, they are definitely going to go for 2, which they absolutely should. No question about it.
Watch them not get
10
this.
seconds left. Man in motion. Now here is Love. He hands it to number 11. Does he get anything? And no, he's not going to get it. And
Yes!
the Giants still have some breathing life where all they need is a field goal to win this game. If I was DeVito, take as much time as you possibly can.
Well, they have 2 timeouts still.
They have 2 timeouts, so there is plenty of time to win this game.
Saquon Barkley still not. That they can still make up for his mistake.
He's got to make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
And stay tuned. After this game, I'm going to do a post-game show for the fantasy football.
You want me to stay for that, or do you? Want me
I want your reaction out of it. Yes, because I'm not going to have time to film anything tomorrow.
Okay. Miami's up 27-13 now.
All of a sudden, wow.
Yeah, with 4 minutes left.
We got 1:33 left in this game. And it's going to be up to the Giants to try to win this game and also keep the Seahawks' dying hopes of playoffs alive. And now here is the kick. And that's going to go all the way to the end zone for a touchback. They're going to start at their own 25.
Do you like the 25
Hopefully-
rule? Did it used to be the 20-yard line?
Yeah, I don't really care about it that much.
You don't care about what it is?
No, I don't really care that much.
If they keep moving it up, eventually people would be like, well, you never want to do a touchback then. Because do you
Yeah.
want more runs? Do you want more runs out of it? Or do you want less runs out of it? I think they're trying to get less runs out of it or something like that because of
It's for safety.
yeah.
It's a safety thing.
Yeah.
And now here is a 1st and 10, and here's DeVito with a quick pass, and that's going to be caught, but that's only going to be about 6 yards. But DeVito's got to they got to really advance the ball.
Yeah, and they got to keep moving here.
Yeah, because the
running
clock
some time.
is running. You can't just keep burning the time. 14 of 18 is Tommy DeVito, and looks like he's getting ready. And now here it is looking for the pass, and here is a soft throw, and that's going to be caught by Saquon Barkley. He goes down, but the clock still again remains to run. I wonder if they're going to call a timeout on this.
They're still not calling a timeout.
They're not calling a timeout. They are just absolutely burning the clock. I don't like this time management that they're doing. They're just wasting so much time. And here is the pass, and that's going to be caught. You got to go out of bounds, and they do go out of bounds on this one. But that's about I think that was 20 seconds that they wasted. 49 seconds left.
Do they realize they have 2 timeouts?
They don't want to burn it, I guess.
Well, they're almost to midfield pretty much.
Almost. And we're looking at 2nd and 1. That was Darius Slayton who made the catch. And now there's Tommy DeVito. He is getting ready. And now he is going to pass. And now he's getting overwhelmed. And here is the pass. And that is caught. And now he's still going. And that's down to the 30. And looks like they're in life for the Giants.
What?
And now you how can you possibly screw this up?
Give the ball back with 20 seconds left and have them throw a Hail Mary and win the game. That's still possible.
Yeah, and
Wow.
good thing he went out of bounds too.
Yeah, they haven't used any of their timeouts and still getting this go. Tommy DeVito is doing this. He's going to have his first
He's
game.
doing some work. Yeah, I can't say he's bad at all
And Saquon Barkley even caught the ball to help him.
to make up for it. And now here's a 1st and 10. You can still
Wow.
burn as much clock as you possibly can, which you should. And now here's Saquon Barkley with a little run. Now you got to call the timeout. You got to call timeout on this.
Mhm.
Yep, they did call the timeout.
Wow. 38 seconds left. You
Remember
still
when the
wanna get it
Seahawks
close.
didn't even spike the ball
Yeah.
after that big
Hey.
pass? Weren't you thinking you got to spike that ball?
No, I wasn't thinking that. No.
I was.
I was looking at all the details in it. No, I wasn't analyzing that much. But this if he wins this and they score on this, then they're going to show that this guy's pretty good. They're going to start moving him up the ladder and rankings for quarterbacks.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And now here it's a first down for sure. No, it's like I think it's like second down something.
Yeah, second down, and like.
And now here
7.
is Saquon Barkley. They're just running the clock at this point. I think they want to run it down all the way to close to 0.
Yeah.
And then they're going to call that timeout. And Green Bay called the timeout so they can stop the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And Green Bay is now out of timeouts, so they cannot ice the kicker.
But like I said earlier, it was a big thing for them getting that stop on that 2-point conversion.
Yeah,
And
it was a huge stop. Huge stop.
And you know what they just showed earlier in the game? If he would have not missed that field goal earlier in the game, they would not be in this situation as much.
I know.
They would be ahead.
They would be ahead.
So
he's got to make up for it.
he has to make up for this.
3rd and 9. I would think that they're going to run the clock all the way down. I think they're just going to run the ball and just do a field goal opportunity. There's no reason to pass the ball on this.
Well, you have a 40-yard field goal. Do you want to make it a little bit closer? What's the field goal right now?
But that's what they're going to run. It's going to be around the 30s, I think. And now it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to, and now they're going to give it to Barkley, and he's going to at least get a few yards on that. And they're going to run the clock all the way down to maybe just 1 second. Got 20 seconds, 22. They're just going to keep it going. The coach is right next to him. He's like, hey, I'll call a timeout when I want to. Just don't say the word timeout yet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, at 2 seconds, they're going to call the timeout. And this will be the last play of the game. Randy Bullock, he did miss the field goal earlier, but he's got a chance to be the hero, to make up for it, to give the Giants a victory, to beat the Green Bay Packers.
Yes, and keep a lot of teams' hopes alive.
Including the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Look how many teams have the same record this year. It's crazy right now.
And here it is. We're going to see how it goes. 4th and 6, 37-yard attempt. This is for the game for the New York Giants. And here is the kick. And that is going through the uprights, and it is good. The New York Giants have won the game. And they are now 5-8 as the Green Bay Packers go 6-7. And the Seattle Seahawks still keep themselves alive despite their huge losing streak.
Yeah, I know. Isn't this crazy? We can still make the playoffs. That'd be funny. We go 8-9. We still make the playoffs. So this is ridiculous. How bad you can be.
Winston says this is really an elimination kick for the Seahawks. I don't get it. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Oh God, this is crazy. Like, wow. And the Giants are still in the hunt for the playoffs. Think about this. They're not out of it yet.
They're just by 1 game back.
I know. It's because they lost to the Seahawks earlier this season.
They did. On that Monday Night Football massacre.
You know what's funny? Who's better, the Seahawks because they beat the Giants, or you know, it's like who is better than who? You know, it's
right?
Like, or is Green Bay better? Is New York better than Green Bay? Even though Green Bay has beat some good teams too, it's like it's so weird.
It really is.
But the guy makes up for it at the end of the game and wins it for him with a 37
He really
yarder.
does.
And voila, the Giants are in the hunt.
Giants are in the hunt. Wow, we really went passionate about it.
Well, look at who else was in the hunt. Chicago. They won the other day against the Lions. They're like
They
5-8
did.
or something. It's
Wow,
like,
so there's a lot of mess going on for those final 2 spots.
I told you. The only team that survived, the other day, you know why the Vikings are up and they're 7-6? It was like with less than 2 minutes left in the game, there was no score, and they scored 3 points on a field goal.
Wow.
They won 3-0.
Can't believe the
Raiders.
Giants were able to pull that off. And now let's take a quick commercial break so we can get to our fantasy football post-game show.
Okay.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2. And good evening, everyone. And breaking news, I am going to the playoffs in fantasy football. I started 1-6. It was so bad. I was losing games by ridiculously very close margins, and it looked like I had no chance to make the playoffs. The only thing I had left was to just brag about my 2022 fantasy football champion. Not the case. I am going to the playoffs, and Epic C Films has it feel like you got knocked out of the playoffs.
It is what it is. You know, sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't make it. Sometimes you do make it. And this year I didn't make it. But hey, at the end of the day, it's just fantasy football. You know, it's not the end of the world.
Man, I was really trying to try to bust your you-knows, and that didn't happen. But anyways, before we even get started on this post-game show of fantasy football, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and also donate to the channel as well. And now here we are. Let's just start with myself. So the Rooftop Koreans, myself, versus Team Auto Draft, who is one of my arch nemesis. He really doesn't like me. He absolutely obliterated me 143.2 to 96. And here's how it went. Lamar Jackson, Chargers running back, Deebo Samuel, all contributed to at least 20 points. Jackson and Samuel had 30 plus. So basically with those three guys contributing large, there was really nothing I could have done. Especially when I had Justin Herbert, who was hurt, only gave me 1.8 points. Houston's defense was awful. Mike Evans only got me 1.8. So there was really nothing I could have done to win this game. So unfortunately, I lost. And now here is the Seattle Water Bottles and Jigbus with attitude. 127.1 domination to 96. I don't think it's even worth mentioning who did what or whatever because the point spread is just so bad. So we're moving on. So that will put Jigbus with attitude at 8-6. Seattle Water Bottles with only one win this season goes to 1-13. Along with myself, I go to 7-7, and Auto Draft is going to be 8-6. Next, we got Belichick Yourself against Fan Price, where the Belichick Yourselves, they just secured themselves for the number one seed, 137.4 to 101. And how did Belichick Yourself do? He had, guess who was his quarterback? Guess who was his quarterback, C Films?
What, Jordan Love?
No, I have Jordan Love, but who do you think his was?
His quarterback? Was it Aaron Rodgers at the beginning of the season?
No, I'll give you a hint. It's someone that you've been talking high about.
Oh, Lamar Jackson?
No.
Patrick Mahomes.
We were just talking about him last week. We covered him.
We covered him last week.
Bengals game.
Oh, and Jake Browning.
He had Jake Browning on his team who gave him 23.7.
Yeah.
A Jets running back got him 26.6 and Saquon Barkley 23.1. So when you put all of that together, you're not going to have a chance to win that game. So that means Belichick Yourself secured as the number one seed, and Fan Price will go down to 9-5. But the good news for him, he does secure the third seed. Next is GGEZ against Chase D's Nuts. They actually had a close one where Chase D's Nuts won 123 to 120.8. And Chase D's Nuts, who did he even have? So lots of problems. So yeah, he won, but here's GGEZ. He left 18 points on the bench and 17 points on the bench. And had he replaced any of those guys, he would have won. And then Dirty Birds and IR Squad. This one doesn't really matter. So Dirty Birds won 129.6 to 75.9, putting the Dirty Birds at 6-8, and IR Squad is going to finish 5-9, where Chase D's Nuts, because he won 11-3, but he's going to be stuck at second seed, but he still gets the bye week, and GGEZ is going to be 5-8. Make that 5-9. And last, and certainly not least, Macaroni and Cheese and Epic C Films. This is what needed to happen. So because my team lost, I had to depend on Macaroni and Cheese, who was already out of the playoffs, to defeat Epic C Films. Because here was the thing. If I lost and Epic C Films won, he would have made the playoffs for the first time in his history because of tiebreakers. Because the tiebreaker is if you score more points than the other, that gets you in. And here's what was going on. Epic C Films had a 5-point lead on Macaroni and Cheese for Monday Night Football. And Macaroni and Cheese had AJ Dillon and Derrick Henry on their teams for Macaroni and Cheese. And all I needed was 5 points. And AJ Dillon, he got that done in the first half of the game. And you'll see a reaction eventually on myself going absolutely crazy, going, yeah! So because of that, because of Macaroni and Cheese's victory of 112.5 to 95.3, Epic C Films is out of playoff contention by one game. And to make it even better, not only did he lose with the playoffs and makes himself 7th seed, he actually dropped all the way to the 8th seed. So Dirty Bird should have took care of business as well because he does score pretty well. It just happens to lose games. So Epic C Films, I know you've already said it, but any last-minute thoughts on this entire season, including myself, where I went from a 1-6 start going to the playoffs?
One thing I say about sports is that anybody can win on any day or of any week in any matchup. And so what we're saying is that at the end of the day, it's like, there's a lot of factors that go into sports, and how do you recover from the fact that it's a long season? Because they always talk about in football, injuries are a big deal and other things are big deals, but how do you basically manage like the overall package? The players that you have and the health of your players and the players that are doing well and the players that are not doing well, how do you change them out and manage that very well? And so for me, I relied just too much on a certain team, which was the Seahawks and their team. And because their team started falling apart, started getting worse, not performing as well, I started getting worse. And that's why I didn't make the playoffs. Also,
yeah, it's crazy to think. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So that's kind of what happened to me. Also, some injuries. Like I think mostly for me, it wasn't really injuries. It was just underperforming players.
Yeah, that's for sure. And the other thing is, had you had the 2022 Seahawks, you probably would have actually made the playoffs because you would have had maybe that Geno Smith performance would have done a little bit better in all those previous games. But like you said, it is what it is. And I do commend you for taking it with class because had the roles been reversed, that I would have been melting down about it and just wouldn't shut up. And I would say a bunch of, well, at least I'm 2022 fantasy football champion. And you go, well, you're dwelling on the past kind of thing. So here's the playoff matchups starting next week.
Mm-hmm.
So number 1 seed, Belichick yourself and Chase These Nuts. They will get their bye weeks and to enjoy it. And then here's the next ones. We got Fan Price at 3rd seed. We'll go up against Rooftop Koreans. That is me. 3 versus 6. And then Enjigbus with Attitude is number 4. We'll go up against auto draft 4 and 5. Now, the reason why you want to be a higher seed is because if you are tied somehow, but you have the higher seed, that actually gets you through. So good luck to everyone that's in the playoffs. And to those who didn't make the playoffs, including my friend Epic C Films, good luck for next season, and thank you for playing. And also, last debate question. Do you think we should add a 7th seed, just like the NFL's doing it? Do you think we should do so, or just keep it as is?
Two arguments here. In football, when you added the 7th seed, each division, each conference has 16 teams. In fantasy football, the thing
We only have 12.
We only have 12. So if we go to 7, that means you have 5 teams sitting out versus 6.
So it makes it too easy.
Well, not that it makes it too easy. It's just, here's your question: would you rather have only one team get a bye, or make it harder for people to make the playoffs? You want the bye to be tougher, or do you want making the playoffs to be tougher?
I think if the stakes were higher, then yeah, you add the 7th seed. But if everyone's just playing for fun kind of thing, maybe you just keep it as is. So who knows? It'll be definitely a conversation for next season. But anyways, that is going to do it for the fantasy football portion of this show. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for showing your support for my fantasy football team. And thank you Epic C Films for contributing to this part of the video. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching. And now Epic C Films. Well, looks like this is gonna be it. I got some work to do because I got this. And now let's go over the comments. The Browns, probably not. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it, but you just never know. And yes, I like these comments. It has happened. The fairy tale season continues, where I do have the opportunity to make the most impossible run in fantasy football history, from going 1-6 to hopefully the championship. Now, Epic C Films, by looking at my team, do you think I have the opportunity?
I don't think you're going to do it. I don't think
You don't think so?
No. And
No.
especially if you look at the teams that you're going up against, and you look at all the other teams this week and how many points they scored versus how many points you scored, and that'll give you a big idea on, do you have a chance? Because if you score less than 100 points, there's no way you're going to be winning every week.
But I guess you never know, right? Because everything happens. Everyone can win on a given night, so who knows? Unless your Seattle Water Bottles doesn't even check his team.
Well, what I'm saying, anything can happen any week. But but a lot of people say that if you base it off of history and base it off just this current season, you look at like your average points per week, are you more likely to win over another team? Maybe not. We don't know. You'd have to look at like what's your average versus the team you're playing against.
Yeah. I'll say that Christian or Hannah, I think he's just referring to the both of us. So hopefully we do our part in the playoffs, and hopefully I can repeat as a champion, as I did make the most impossible run, a 1-6 start, and now I'm going to the playoffs. But looks like that is going to be it for the show. And sadly, Epic C Films can't make it next week, but hopefully he'll make it to the UW game. Would you be able to make it to the University of Washington football game?
I don't think I can make that one either. I'm gonna be out of town.
Man. So I guess we're gonna have to. This could be our final show together. I do think so. Everyone, Epic C Films, I totally appreciate your contributions throughout the season. If this is it, I totally appreciate you being in the football show. Hopefully, maybe you'll join for some basketball shows for the rest of the season.
Okay.
And everyone, that is going to do it for the show. Thank you very much for watching. And once again, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification, and also donate to this channel as well. And everyone else, thanks for watching, and have a good night.
And don't quit your day job. Hashtag don't quit your day job. And also hashtag don't drink. Hashtag don't smoke. And just have a wonderful day.
Have a good day, everyone, and have a good night.